least I get six parking slots. Let me hop off here. Thank you for the ride. I'm going to go get a car so I can go to my.
What nerd would play Crusader Kings?
I know, right?
Need to go get my
I
car.
know, right?
Right, hold on. I will actually, let's make sure I've got nothing to. Oh, shit! I've got 13,000. Where the fuck did I get 13,000 from? Four to 10 gigabytes,
I think.
or that 4.1 gigabytes.
I'm not sure. I'm just giving it a range. I'm fairly certain it was 4 GB last time I checked. But I'm giving it like a. I'm just putting in a margin of error, like an extra 6 GB.
Right, hold on. Right, I'm leaving GTA Online.
I'm gonna go get my car now and put it where it goes.
Hard disk space 2 GB. So it's actually smaller than I expected. Is that Pink Floyd? Is that Pink Floyd?
Yeah, saying on you crazy part Diamond Part 9.
Yeah, because they have a very similar style to Genesis prog rock. I think I prefer
Crusader
Genesis.
Kings 2.
So the design is a bit antiquated, so yeah, but we'll see how it goes. Wait, that's not go multiplayer. Oh, I got to restart the game. Shit. Okay, so don't press single player when you go in, because the fucking the game glitches out when you do that. So you have to press multiplayer. Because it's like a 12-year-old game that wasn't designed with multiplayer in mind. No, it's 10 years old actually.
Alright, there we go, it's downloading.
Alright, how long? Like a minute?
Man, it's taking fucking forever to download.
That's weird. So this will be so you guys are gonna suck like horribly at this game, obviously, because this does have a bit of a learning curve. Unless, of course, I mean, though you're probably gonna be playing it for different reasons. There are so many things you could do in this game, like I said. So it's like if you're playing for the RPG aspects, you don't need to learn too much. But if you're playing for like the grand strategy aspect of the game, Like it'll take you thousands of hours to master that shit. But yes. So a lot of your early like introductory stuff into this game is going to be mostly like dynastic politics and trying to manage your family. And I've got DLCs as well, so you guys should be able to play with Way of Life, which gives you like RPG mechanics, more RPG mechanics, which are pretty great. And I've also got Conclave, which gives societies, so you can join like the Satanists or or I don't know who else. The Benedictine Society, who are like monks or like lay preachers, that kind of thing. And plus, you can do so much more with mods, but we're not going to play with mods because mods are unreliable when it comes to multiplayer. Like trying to get the checksum for that shit is just insanely difficult. So I could probably come up with a mod pack for this. There's so many fucking mods out there. The Crusader Kings, like a lot of them I've played with like
Fuck's sake, it's only done 2% so far.
wow, it's insane. It's only 2 gigabytes as well.
For fuck's sake, it's gonna take me 3 hours to download this shit.
How does that even work? Do you have anything like? Are you playing GTA or have you turned off
No.
all your tabs?
Alright, so where do I download this from?
Are you on Steam?
Yeah.
Okay, so you just search in Crusader Kings 2, and you can get the free game, the base game for
Okay,
free.
nice.
Just search it on the store page. Yeah, so they came out with Crusader Kings 2 for free because they were coming out with Crusader Kings 3, and they wanted to just they came out with Crusader Kings 2 for free, like as an
Reminds me
for
of when
advertising reasons. What was that?
that reminds me of when Diablo 3 came out.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Everything else was free. We had fun with that. I think I still have it in my library somewhere. I just would have to install it.
No, I got the box set, so it's all good.
Ah, nice. That's a
Yeah.
classic. That's a classic, man.
Yeah,
Uh,
I showed you the picture, I think.
okay. Two. We're supposed to be looking for two, right? Oh yeah,
That's
it's here free.
I
There
think
we go.
it's spelled with an I on
Oh,
A.
3 plus $50 right now, apparently. Or I
What?
guess it's a complete edition.
Sorry, what do you? Oh yeah, no, that's the complete edition. Go for the base game,
Oh,
which is free.
that's not bad for $50 complete edition.
Is it on sale?
It has to. I mean, let me look it up again since
Usually,
you're on
like
another.
when I bought most
Just
of
so
my
I can
DLCs when I started playing Crusader Kings 2, this would have been like what 6 years ago.
Crusader Kings.
It would have
Oh
been
no,
like
that's regular Crusader Kings is $50. Um, and then they have like another DLC that goes for 30.
let me have a look at
Yeah,
this.
it just came out, I guess, because it's premium price.
No,
It's not
you're looking
complete
at
edition.
Crusader Kings 3, I think. Are you?
Yeah, that's just Crusader 3. I thought it was a complete edition. I was like, no,
No, no.
it's too new for that. It's at a premium now. Um, all right, Crusaders 2, free to play. I'll just click play, I guess. Ready to launch? No way. Where's the installing? Oh, I was about to say.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's only downloaded 6% for me, for fuck's sake.
Okay, I'm about to start downloading. Let's see how long it takes. I'm also streaming on the laptop and I have to call with you guys on the laptop, so
All right, right.
hopefully I'm not hogging too much
I don't
bandwidth.
think that should do it. Um, I don't think it should. I don't think it should slow it down at least. Let's see.
Saying it's a 5 minute download for me.
Yeah, it should be a 5-minute download.
And that's with streaming and having the call and everything. I'm gonna mute you guys for a second.
Do you
I'm gonna leave call for a second so
Oh
I
yeah.
can hear what's going on with the trial while it
Oh
downloads.
right, yeah, that's fine. Gonkus, can you check your so do you have are you on Windows or Mac? You must be on Windows.
Windows.
Yeah, okay. So if you go into Task Manager, if you go into
Mm-hmm.
network, what can you see what's hogging up your network? What's the percentage of your network when you go into Processes and Task Manager?
Processes, performance, app history.
No, just go into
Where am I
Processes,
looking? Uh,
and you look at the right, and it says you got CPU, memory, disk,
network,
network.
0%.
Okay, so I don't know what's going on there then. Why you're having okay, so maybe okay, so what you should do is restart Steam. It might be an issue with like Steam having problems trying to like allocate space. Um, so if you just like the way you should turn off Steam is you go into the you know the up arrow on the right for all your apps, active apps. You should turn off Steam from there. Did you do that?
No, hold on. Nah, I'll just let it download itself.
All right. What is it on right now?
9%.
I guess that's not too bad, but yeah, I don't know what's yeah, I really it's a mystery as to what's like throttling your connection. Is it just your internet connection? Is it just like bad?
I don't know.
Okay, so actually, can you do a speed test?
I don't think it's the speed because hold on. Yeah, I'll try a speed test. Right, why did the music just end there?
The other thing that I'm thinking of, I mean, I'm not sure if it probably isn't the case, but sometimes viruses can throttle your connection. Um, and also use up your your graphics card because it's essentially like um, leeches using your graphics card for Bitcoin mining. And
Oh
that,
God, that just got good. It just got good. So they're interviewing his chauffeur, one of his chauffeurs, probably the main chauffeur he had, and he's saying that like every time there was an argument, it was her who would start screaming or yelling in the car and acting like irrationally or whatever. Like she would start thinking,
yeah, but it hasn't. Isn't everyone saying that?
huh?
Isn't everyone saying that?
Oh God, yeah. But the chauffeur actually like he was like, oh yeah, she would initiate the fights and whatever.
Oh, right.
Like it's he's probably one of the few who have actually pointed Amber like immediately. All right, my stuff finished downloading, so I'm gonna click play.
All right.
It's probably gonna do another setup or something.
Alrighty, let's
Download
see.
is 267 meg per second for the speed
Mine's
test.
already. Wait, yours is still downloading?
Yep.
200.
Holy shit!
Sorry, say it again. 200 and what?
267 megabytes a second.
Yeah. Okay, that's weird. So it should have already downloaded by now. If that's the case, it should have
I
taken you
started
like a
to
minute or
download
two.
before him. I mean,
Um,
after him.
I think it's some. I reckon it's something to do with Steam.
that's
Must be
what I
something
was
to do
thinking
with Steam.
before. It's something to. It might be something to do with. Well, have you restarted your computer recently? That's my first question.
I don't think I've restarted it. No.
Okay, so one of the reasons why is because
Should I create an account?
your SSD might be having issues trying to index your drive, and it might be having issues trying to like, find the space. Even though you might have lots of space on your drive, it might be like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Hold on. Let me just end. Do you want me to just end task Steam?
yeah, just enter Steam and restart it.
Should I
Right,
create an
okay.
account or should I just confirm on the starting page?
What making you account? I don't know. It's been so long since I've gotten 5,000 hours since I first played this game, so I don't know
Easy.
how.
So on my screen, I get two options: create
Oh,
account. I mean, three options: create account, login, or just confirm and keep going.
I'll just confirm, I think.
Ah,
Oh no, I understand now because that's to register for a Paradox interactive
yeah,
account.
it is a paradox.
That's not needed for this.
It's not necessary, no, especially since we have Steam. So, all right.
Okay, so there are
Click.
two ways of getting you into this game. You can either fill in. Do I have you on Steam as a friend?
Maybe. Let's see. First, let me go to options because this is annoying. It's on windowed mode, and oh, there's no way that. I guess you would have to start the game.
So here's the server ID. So that's one way you can get in. Like I said, this is a very antiquated system. If I'm not friends with you on Steam, I mean, we could also do that. But there's also the other way you could do it is if you could manually type in this number.
Wait, what's your Steam name? I'm gonna have to go through Steam.
It's the same as everything.
Oh,
Yeah.
The same as everything, all one word.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
how do we get
Fucking
into
hell! It's like only downloading like 70 or 80 kilobytes a fucking second.
You restarted it.
Yeah, restarted Steam. Yeah.
Have you checked? So there's nothing else downloading. I mean, on Steam at least.
No.
Okay, so one of the issues that might be happening. I'm just gonna search how you do this, but I think there's a broadband setting that you can set. I think you might be throttled by your settings on Steam. It's only letting you download a certain amount of whatever kilobytes because the thing
Oh, I can join the
what it's set
game
at through Steam. Yeah,
through
yeah.
Steam. I just gotta click join game, but let me add you as a friend while I'm at
Yeah,
it
that's
first.
what I was getting at. Um,
Um,
let me
I'm trying to try and I'm gonna try the
how do
download
I add you?
clear download cache button.
how
Don't know if
to
that'll help.
increase download speed on Steam. Let's see. Check your download region.
Yeah,
And
nearest one. I've gone the nearest one, which is Manchester.
okay,
Where the hell is the join?
and did you set your limit? Did you go into downloads in your settings?
Hold on.
The hell is the
Tell me when you've gotten there. It can be hard to find, oddly enough.
I can't find the
Settings. Open download settings. Yeah.
So you go into download region. Just keep scrolling down until you find it, or maybe it might be straight up. It's content
Yeah,
libraries, download
comes
region.
up.
So down below that, you see download restrictions, and to the right of that, you'll see limit bandwidth to. Do you have a
That's
tick mark?
unticked.
So it's unticked.
No.
So there's no limit. Oh, so you're fucked. What the fuck? Oh, jeez. I thought that was.
Unless it's because I'm actually just using it's wireless. It's not actually plugged into the router with a wire. It's
Oh, that might be
using
it.
Wi-Fi to download.
Why can't I add Edgar as a friend in Steam?
It
There's
might be
not a
because
single button. This is add friend.
let me find you on Steam. Maybe that'll be
All
easier.
I'm finding is join game, but not add friend in your profile.
Well, you can join my game, can you?
Yeah, I can join the game.
Okay, that's probably yeah. You might as well. If it's gonna be too much of an issue trying to add me as a friend, you might as well just.
Yeah, because there's no
Hold
button
on.
on your profile that says add
Okay,
friend,
so
unfortunately.
if it'll ask you for the
I've
password.
just thought of
It'll ask you for the
something else.
password. The password is penal.
But it's not even doing anything in game. I'm clicking join game on Steam, and then when I go back to the game, there's nothing there. So this is, I don't know.
Okay, so
Like it's not.
exit the game. Exit the game. It might be because you might have bugged out the multiplayer UI. Like I said, it can be a bit antiquated. Once you understand how to get into multiplayer, the process gets so much easier.
I'm gonna quit the game.
So yeah, we restart the game. Yeah.
Yeah.
At least restarting the game is pretty
It's doing.
quick. Like I said, because the game is so small. Like there's barely anything loading up. So that changes once you start adding mods.
I quit the game and then I pressed join game and it started the game, but it's
Yeah,
not loading
Windows.
anything. It's just on the main screen.
Windows security. Let's see.
Okay.
Firewall and
Okay, so the other solution, right? The other way to get into the game is to type in the server ID. I'll actually do it myself. Give me a sec. I think you can copy and paste. 84860509
But I don't have it.
187. Okay,
It's
so
useless because I'm not being prompted.
oh
I
fuck.
just get thrown into the main screen again.
Okay, yeah, no, well, that sometimes happens. It's fuck. Okay, 9015 5858 or 8. Oh, jeez.
No, I mean, it's useless for you to give me a server ID when there's nowhere to put it in.
You have
I'm on the main screen
no,
because every time you quit and rejoin, using the join game button, it doesn't prompt a game or server IDs or anything. It just throws me back into the main thing.
do you see single player and multiplayer?
Nothing. All we have is login, create account, quit,
Oh,
play.
but it's so weird.
and
Can
it
you
shows
are you able to
me-
stream your thing?
Well, I have Discord running on the laptop because
I
otherwise it
mean,
would lag my desktop.
oh, okay, no, I see. I meant like, can you stream through Discord? But I guess yeah, it's probably not a good idea.
It would
Alright.
kick me out of the laptop though.
All right, let me. Oh fuck! I gotta go back into the lobby. Yeah, no, it's so tricky.
Look, I'm gonna tell you, the only options I have are the list of DLCs,
Right.
create account, login, and quit, or play. If I click
Oh,
play,
play.
it's probably gonna start me in single player.
No, just press play.
All right.
pretty sure it is. I'm pretty sure it is something to do with Steam because uTorrent is fine usually, and that's going through. uTorrent's going through.
I use
my
torrents as
VPN.
well.
Hmm?
You use torrents as well. Okay, well, it could also be a virus.
Well, Windows Defender, Windows Security is not picked up anything up.
Well, some viruses can evade that. I had a virus on my computer actually a couple of months back that pretty much evaded like all of my scans. I did a full scan, so I had to install Tron to pretty much get rid of that shit. Um, yeah, I don't know. It's probably not a good idea to do that now. I guess we'll just wait for the download. Plus, anyways,
Okay, now I'm in.
like I
Okay,
said,
got
we're
it.
dealing with issues trying to get into Moiplay, so it's like we can probably wait. I got to restart the thing because I just exited multiplayer, so I will get in there in a sec. I'm gonna set up a new ID because I have to rehost the game.
Oh man, just when I got into the server thing.
Yeah, no, because I was trying to figure out why you were getting a different menu to what I get, but I guess it's because it's your first time. So yeah, that's a good thing to know next time someone gets into this. So I just remind everyone the password is penis.
Sorry, I had to mute. Like, there's been a
Oh,
fire
you
somewhere, and
you
I'm
didn't hear that?
forced to push
Okay, as a reminder, the password is penis.
That's what it is, penis. Sorry. Can you just remind us what the password is?
Oh, yeah, the password. The password.
Right. Okay.
While you do that, I'm gonna
Just-
go and switch back to the. I'm gonna watch the. Oh, never mind. I was gonna watch the trial. So I'm just gonna sit
Okay, so 990158585. Oh, jeez, give me a sec. 55766.
I got it.
The
I
number
have
of
it on my
rubies.
laptop, so I can see it.
Yeah, just you can copy and paste this. Alright. Oh, jeez. Okay, so are you in the game? I mean, are
Is
you
it?
able
Does
to?
it have a capital letter, the password, or no?
No, I'm
Doesn't
still
matter.
No
downloading it 'cause it's a
capitals.
shit game. Right, fuck this shit. I'm going to see if I've got an Ethernet cable anywhere.
That's a good idea. Are you loading in?
Yeah, it says connecting.
Oh.
Game not found. Holy crap.
What the
I'll try again.
Oh, let me. I might have.
Maybe made a mistake in the numbers.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
I probably typed it in wrong. Hold on.
585855555766.
555
Oh, you can copy and paste what I got as well.
2723. Yeah, that's what I have here. I'm looking at it in the laptop and then putting it on the desktop. Maybe it's the password that I typed in wrong. Try that again.
Reckon the number of the beast.
If it doesn't work, I will back out and try and start it again. Actually, that's another thing we should check. We should check checksums as well. So tell me, are you connecting?
Yeah, I'm connecting.
All right. Hopefully this will work. If it doesn't connect, I'll do another diagnostic thing. We'll go to check the checksums to see if maybe I've got some mods on that I haven't realized that I put on.
Yeah, it didn't let me connect again, but the number's right.
Okay. So the number is going to change because I'm going to check the checksum. So do you see at the bottom left those numbers? The 3.3.5.1. Do you see that?
Wait, what?
So at
Oh
the
yeah, it's on
so
the
and
top
what
left.
are the letters?
The letters are S O. Gong, can you please?
What?
No one can hear each other over you.
Yeah, you are very loud.
Okay, sorry.
The letters are SOHY.
Okay, so that's correct. We've got the correct checksum. I'm just gonna. So I just start a new server. It's probably just the server. I really hope this works. I don't know why this. Uh, yeah. All right. Crusader Kings 3 though, like the multiplayer for that is so easy to get into, but you actually have to pay for the game. So
Still at a premium. It's pretty new, I guess, because
yeah, it
50
came
bucks
out
at
a year
most
ago or
brand
2 years
new.
ago.
Oh yeah, that makes sense then.
It's even got like hot joining, so like you can join like mid game while the game's running, so you don't
Nice.
have to start up a fucking lobby every time someone like drops out. All right, maybe it was the password. So I'm gonna do no password and hope that nobody like joins the game. All right, so we'll get the ID number again. Oh, so I just realized. So the first 7 digits are always the same. So that'll speed things up.
9015858. Yep, that's exactly the same. 5858. Now it's 577. Eight 773 5264 and 3.
And there's no password. Is it connecting you without asking for a password?
Oh shit, I put in the password.
No, there's no password. Shit.
Okay, I'll press back. I'll press back. Oh no, pressing back is freezing my game. No. Okay, never mind. It stopped. Okay, let me do it again. Let me make sure the number's correct. 9015858. Yep. 577. Yes. 035. 6. Yep. It's correct. So no password.
No password. And I'm also, if it doesn't work this time, I'll see if it's got something to do with the starting position. Though it should work because I've got all the DLCs, which means everybody who joins the game will have all the DLCs as well. So like the starting position shouldn't matter. But if it does, I might have to start in 1066, which is not as good, not as interesting.
Nope.
Is it not letting you?
It says no game found.
Ah, fuck. Okay, let's see. Let's see what the
Am I
problem
supposed
is.
to click on connect ID, right?
Yeah, connect ID.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing, and it keeps saying no game found.
Okay, let's see. Let's see. I'm gonna start a new game, and we're gonna try it in 766. Oh, I really hope this fucking works. I'll turn off all my mods. That'll probably do it. Fucking fuck. Oh no, actually no, it shouldn't do anything because it's the same checksum. All right, we'll try this again. Are you still downloading?
Yep.
You know what? Okay, so here might be an easier solution. I don't know if it'll work. So I will add you on Steam. What's your name on Steam?
Me. Shit, what is my name on Steam? I think it's Neil Allen Aiken. Oh no, it's not. It's Mr. Gonkus.
All right, I'll get you there. No users match. Add a friend.
Trial finished. It doesn't come back till like Monday, I think. Sucks. We don't have courts on Fridays, so
All right, let's see. Are you able to join? Oh, there's apparently a friend code that you could do. So yeah, no, I can give you a code. I'll actually just private message that to you. There we go. So do you see that? If you type fill that in your add a friend thing, then it should automatically add me as a friend.
wait, you're talking about Steam or the game?
The Steam. So the code there, the 8037. If you go into friends and you look at add a friend, you'll see your friend code. If you just put that into enter a friend code, then it'll add me.
Trying to see, but every time I use tab thing, it's not letting me click on add a friend. It says I'm disconnected.
It says you're disconnected. That might be a clue. Maybe that's why you're not.
Why am I disconnected? There's no way I should be disconnected. I mean, I have internet. It says I have internet on the desktop.
It might just be because your sessions ended. I think that's the reason why you're not able to join my game
All right,
because
let me just
that explains so
game
much.
state. What was saying now? Game state is corrupted. Please restart the game. Wow. Let me just try and add you as a friend to Discord first,
Well, we're
because
friends on
that.
Discord.
Wait, we are.
Yeah.
That's probably why I couldn't find the add friend button earlier.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Oh, I thought you were adding me as a friend on Steam.
That's what I'm saying. Steam.
Yeah. No, we're not friends on Steam, I don't think.
But every time I go to your thing, there is no add friend button.
Okay, what's your
There's
name on
only join
Steam?
game. Purple Pixies.
Okay, purple.
All together.
Well, I'm just searching purple, and there's no purple, so I don't have you as a friend. I'll just add you as a friend on. If you're unable to get my code and put it in, I'll just try and find you.
Like I'm on your profile thing is I see no add friend button.
Uh, Jess? No, Purple Pixies. I don't see you on Steam. Emmy? Purple Pixie Parasol?
Oh, Purple Pixies, that's it.
No, I don't see you.
I see you, and like I have your profile up, but it's not letting me. There's no button
It's why
whatsoever.
you, this is why you should use the code. I sent you a code in DMs on Discord. Did you see that?
Let me see. Um, yeah, I do.
So if you type that in, so if you go into your account and friends, and then you're looking add a friend, if you there's a field there that says enter a friend code. If you type that into there, then you'll add me as a friend, I think.
Oh wait, my Steam is saying no connection now, and it can't
That,
verify
that's
anything.
that's what I was saying before. I think you have an issue with your Steam connection, and therefore you're not able to add me as a friend because you're technically offline.
What the hell? When did this happen?
So what you should do is turn off your Steam and turn it back on, and then relog.
Right, it's Purple Pixies.
Sucks. Restart Steam. I don't know why Steam would think I'm offline.
It happens sometimes, well, because it logs you out, I think. That explains a lot, because I think the Crusader Kings 2 multiplayer relies on Steam. But there's actually, I don't think there's any like a cross compatibility between different platforms. So yeah, Steam users can only play with Steam users, GOG with GOG. Actually, I'm not even sure if GOG users can play multiplayer.
There's not a day in my life that Steam doesn't need updating. I don't know why they haven't fixed that. Why do we have to go this every day?
Oh, so it needed updating. Is that what happened? Yeah, yeah.
No, it just does it every time I start Steam. There's never been a time where I haven't started Steam without it needing some type of something.
That's fine. I don't know. It doesn't take too long.
It says cannot connect to Steam network, but I am online.
Do you have an error code?
Yeah, it says connection error. Cannot connect to Steam network, but it doesn't have any other codes or anything. It just says that. It doesn't have a error code number or anything.
I'm just
Let me
searching this
retry
up.
connection.
When you encounter the error, first step you can do is to restart your
It
computer.
started with the game like it started when I tried refreshing internet through Crusader Kings.
Restart your computer.
It says I'm online, I'm connected. Discord on the desktop is perfectly fine.
Or restart your router, apparently. That works as well.
I think I'm just gonna disconnect and connect again
Yeah, yeah.
from the computer and then
Oh Lord, Edgar, you get deadlock in your friends list.
Honestly, I don't even know who I have in my friends list. It's like random people from way back. I didn't even realize I had Deadlock in my friends list.
Of course you didn't. Got Garcia as well.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Let's see who I recognise. Doxy, I recognise that name.
Amber Bendix.
Hmm?
You recognize Avant Garde?
Yes. S Swimmer as well.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see who else. Oh God, Liz.
Yeah, I got Liz. Pretty funny. Well, I've known him like for a while. Um, on because I used to be a part of Leavek or whatever it was called back like 7, 8 servers back, and he was in that town, and he I don't know, I think he betrayed us at some point, like stole all of our shit, and just like
Wait, which
joined a different
SMP was
town.
this?
I have no idea. You remember Leavek? Leavek, the one with the big.
If you describe the SMP, I'll probably be able to like what happened. What are some
Well, the,
memorable
the
moments?
problem
I'll
is
be able to.
I can't really describe the SMP because it happened so long ago.
How many years do you think?
This would have been like 1 or 2 iterations after uh Journey to Elysium.
Was it Legends of Primordia?
It might have been.
Were there like 4 factions and we had to choose where to go?
No,
Um, was it one where we had to walk like 2K miles to get to our place before
it might have been.
before being able to play it?
I remember there was. I'm not sure if it was the same server. I might have ditched group or
Because that
something.
would be Kami.
I think it might have been the one before. You remember that map, the server where yeah, like everyone went to like the furthest extents of the map, and then like they shrunk the map size, and so everyone got trapped from all this shit that they spent like days accumulating,
I'm not sure. I don't
and everyone
remember
got
that. I
mad
might
at
have skipped one
Old Man
then.
Oak for fucking things up.
I might have skipped one then because I don't remember.
Honestly, I don't even remember that one because it was so shit. But yeah.
Oh, my Steam won't even start now. This is crazy. I'm just gonna restart the whole shit.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. It's probably just an issue with your SSD.
I'll be back. I'm gonna take this plate to the kitchen.
So how long to go on the
Oh,
download?
solid. Uh, it's a 40 odd, no, 30 odd percent, 30 or 40%.
Oh well, it's
God
awful,
knows.
but comparatively, it's not too bad.
It's fucking hell.
At least you made it to 40%. Oh
That's
man,
true, yeah. So God.
I remember I used to have issues downloading this shit back, downloading 2 GB files like 20 years ago.
Hmm.
Oh, are you back?
What, me?
Oh no
I'm
no,
still here.
just okay. No.
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
back.
okay. So it's like the computer's restarted and
Let's
everything.
see if my yeah, I had to restart it. I'm just logging into Windows right now. Oh, my allergies are killing me. I'm gonna start sounding stuffy now. Freaking pollen. I can't even open a window anymore.
Oh
Fucking
shit.
spring is here full blast. Funny thing is, like, if I travel and I go other places, the pollen doesn't affect me. It's whatever fucking American trees we have here kill me. Absolutely kill me. I go other places, like if I go to the Caribbean, none of this happens. It's trees out here that just, I don't know what it is.
I guess I'm very lucky. I never get
Apparently, it's not all
allergies.
trees. It's some trees.
All right, let's see.
I have to wait for Windows, slow ass Windows, to just do whatever it wants to do for startup, and
I don't know,
then I'm able to see if I can start Steam.
what's it? 58585885. That's not confusing. 58585885. 0230 787.
My God, it's windy. Holy shit. Oh no, someone lost their curtains.
Yeah.
There's a very pretty, like, red and white curtain hanging from one of the trees now. I'm guessing this person washed their curtains and hang them out the window,
Good idea.
and then it's so windy that the oh, it took the curtain and just flew it out the whole window. It just sucked it out, and now it's hanging from a tree. I feel
Yeah.
so bad for this person.
Mhm.
That is a pretty dumb way to hang your curtains to dry. I just put them back in place and they'll dry up. That's the way to do it in an apartment. There's no other way unless you have a dryer. What I tend to do is just make sure they're like I've wringed them really well already and they're not really soaking wet. And then I just put them back on like as if they were dry and then open the windows. And by the next day, it should be dry. But this person decided that it was easier to put the whole curtain like half in the window and half inside the apartment. And that's what happens.
Yeah.
Oh man, I've seen all sorts of things. I've seen bras. I've seen panties hanging off these trees. Like people don't learn. Stop drying your shit out the window. It's windy. These are 20-floor apartments. What do you think is gonna happen at that height?
Are you did
Not a
you
fucking cottage. Like,
are
what are you
you
doing?
on
Get out
Steam
the window.
and is everything like all is it all green?
Um, hold on a minute.
At least we'll be solving all of these like problems when we get a bigger game with Cess and the others. And Gonkus will have downloaded the game and everything. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Wait, first I have to go through Discord to start Discord. Already started Steam. I'm gonna get the friend code and put it in through if Discord would open sometime today would be great.
Oh
I'm
fuck.
gonna get the code and put it in. And that way I can actually load it. See if I can get the Friend code. Now code in here. What is it said? So I put the code in. It says send the invite. Invite. What? I'm so confused.
America, I am confusion.
Now, if I go to his profile,
Right.
I should be able to.
Ending invites. I got you. Purple pixies. And I think you should be able to join my game as well.
Oh,
Who the hell is Neil?
that's me, you idiot.
Oh, it's you.
What the fuck do you think it is?
Who the fuck? How dare he? How dare he think I can be his friend?
Leave his name alone.
Oh, is that
Maybe now, if I click join game, it won't be disastrous.
is that mediocre vampire movie from the 2000s?
The,
Underworld or whatever it's
there
called.
we go. Wait, what are you talking about?
Your profile picture.
Oh yeah, that's from I'm not sure if this is from
I know the franchise though.
what's it called? Is this I think it's Resident Evil.
No, it's not Resident Evil. It's
So
the Resident
if it,
Evil ripoff. It's with the vampires and the werewolves.
oh yeah. I'm like, where is she from? Because this is so old. Like this is from
Like the early
I've had
2000s.
this for like 13
I remember the
years.
posters back in the
Yeah,
day.
yeah, that's where it's from is what is it? Something damn something. What is it?
I think one of the movies was called Underworld.
Yes, yes, it's something of the damned. The queen. It's not Queen of the Damned, is it? No, it's not. It's the other one. It's,
The title is not as elaborate as you think it is.
oh
It's
my god!
it's like a snappy like 2-syllable word.
I know which one. I know what it is now. I know.
What's her name? Kate Winslet.
Like it steals a lot from both Resident Evil and The Matrix. Actually,
Yeah, I know.
it's very Matrix heavy, even though it's not anything.
I
about
saw it.
the
It was not very good.
I know. But it was such a thing among teenage girls back in like 2007. So
There's 8
yeah,
comments in your comment section.
What was that?
There's 8 comments in your comment section, Edward, and 4 of them are
Crusader
Crusader
Kings.
Kings.
I know. It's
Yeah.
because I was obsessed with the game back. Like I said, I got 5,000 hours in this game, so it's like it pretty much. And a lot of people from from Escape Restart noticed that I had an obsession with this game, so they just kind of started like messaging on my account. Oh, and the skeleton penis from Les Fantome.
You know what's crazy? I've never joined the Escape Restart Steam thing ever.
What was that about
Like
Steam?
ever. I've never played games with people from Escape Restart until now.
Oh,
Besides Minecraft, so
oh,
I
I
never
see.
saw a point of joining.
Yeah, no, I think I might have a couple of times, but I totally forgot about it. Honestly, like it wasn't.
Yeah, I'm seeing it in your profile. That's why I'm like, oh shit, am I the only one who never
Right.
who never cared? There's 280 members in that shit. That probably goes all the way back to classic. There's people in there that
Nah, but you
I
gotta
probably
bear in
played with or
mind,
probably staffed from
I
the
like
one.
I pretty much I never really like stayed in the community. You know, I'd be there for about a year and then I'd leave and come back like in 2 years, and like every time I'd leave, it would be at like a longer and longer time. So I think the longest time was like 4 years before I got back into this community with you guys at least.
Yeah, that's the same with me. But every single time I left, I would leave for like a year and come back, a year, come back, a year, come back.
Nah,
And every
nah.
time I joined, I would stay for like 5 months, leave.
So I started back in 2009, I think. So yeah, no, it's
Wait, so
just
you
been
played Classic? You were on
yeah,
the one server?
yeah.
Oh my God. So, okay, so that's where Purple Pixies comes from. I was staff
Oh
in
shit.
Lava Survival,
I
actually.
don't
I think I
I
staffed
don't remember
Zombie for very
I don't remember
little. I
any
didn't
of the
like it
stuff
too
from
much.
back then. I used to play Zombie Survival.
I used to play
I was
Zombie Survival for
I
over
was
staff.
classic lava stuff, man.
I don't blame you because we used to be like at least 70 people just in zombies running around.
Yeah. I was not a
Like it
fan
was ridiculous.
of I was
On a
not
hot day, it would reach at least 60 people, 65.
Honestly, I was not a fan of Lava Survival. It was a lot of idling, it was a lot of doing nothing. You build a house and then you sit there. And to
I used to
me,
like it because the highlight was the griefers, and I was
oh
I
right.
was
Well,
staff.
you at least got to do things.
My role was basically to yell griefer and then find them and kick them out. That's it.
Nah. Oh yeah, that was actually one of the reasons why I wanted to be staff, but nobody would trust me. For good reason. But yeah. Nah. I also got banned loads of times back in the day as well. Like I
All right,
probably
so is that last ID still good?
yeah, the last ID is good.
Okay.
You should be able to log in now. It's a good thing we got that all sorted out. So it all was a Steam issue. Actually, Gonkers, did you restart your computer?
No.
That might be the solution to all your problems.
I mean, it was,
Password or
I
no
switched it
password?
on, they switched it
No
on,
password.
like, just before I joined.
No password?
No password.
All right.
I'll give you a tutorial, like a mini
No,
tutorial while
Let's
we're waiting
pray.
for Gonkers to download the game. Yes, you're in! You're
Holy
in!
shit, you're
You're
in,
actually
God.
fucking in! Oh my god.
I'm in. Yeah, Gonk, you need to just restart your machine because that was my issue too. I like this. This is
Aye,
so
okay, hold on.
nostalgic. It reminds me of so many games from like the early 2000s.
Yeah, it is a very old-fashioned, like even for 2012, it was a very like antiquated and obtuse user interface for a strategy game like this, but it's also really good. It's probably one of the best. It is, I think, I would say the best strategy game of all time.
My first game that looked like this was Age of Empires back in like 98.
Mhm.
I wouldn't say this looks like Age of Empires. I mean, I guess it kind of does, but like, this is a very different, like, real-time
This
strategy
looks more
game.
like Risk to
Yeah,
me.
it is more like Risk because it's like a real life map. You've got real life nations. This is a very historically accurate situation in 867. This is what the world looked like back then. Actually know all about this. So this in this period of time. If you look at like Europe, like West Francia, Lotharingia, East Francia, Aquitaine, Italy. So these are the descendants of Charlemagne the Great. Sorry, I said Charlemagne the Great. Charlemagne means Charles the Great, but yeah. Anyways,
Yeah, Charles the Great, yeah.
yeah. So, but essentially, these are the descendants of Charlemagne, and a lot of the early game for these guys is trying to essentially consolidate and assassinate all of their relatives so that they can consolidate the empire back into one big blob. Usually it doesn't work out unless you're a player. So that's pretty fun to play. You're currently in the Aghlabid dynasty, which is essentially Tunisia and give me a sec. I'm trying to think what this one is. Tripoli, Tunisia and Tripoli. That's not a country. That's not a modern day country. I'm trying to think. That's not. So Tunis, and to the right is to the right of whatever I'm thinking of is Egypt, but to the left of that is my brain's not working. No, I don't know. I don't have a map of the modern world in my head.
No
Google
idea what I'm supposed
Maps.
to be doing here.
Okay.
I'm just looking at the map.
Well, I'll start a game. I'll start a game while this will be like the introductory game, I guess. So actually,
Oh, we can
we
zoom
should
into
start.
this.
Do you want to? Okay, so click on the Byzantine Empire.
Hold on, let me see.
So this is in Greece, Turkey.
Has to be somewhere around.
Greece, Turkey. You know where Egypt is? Do you know where Bulgaria is? Do you know where Italy is?
Yeah,
So if you
but
look
I'm
to
just
the right,
seeing
the
it's just the letters. I'm like trying. I know my mouse
oh,
is
I
around
see.
it.
Do you
Okay,
have
there we go. I could zoom in. Yeah, I wasn't zooming in,
Oh,
so I
okay.
couldn't really.
Oh no, that makes sense. Yeah, yeah, you got to zoom in. You got to
I was
really
like,
zoom
wait,
in and
what's
zoom out.
it? Okay, here's Bulgaria and Italy.
Okay, so if you click on the Byzantine Empire, because it's better if you play as one of the vassals. So if you just click on just anywhere in that like purple blob. Actually, so one of those shortcuts you could do if you press Control and press left click. So you have to hold Control and left click on the Byzantine Empire. Have you done that?
I think I have.
Okay, so what should
Like,
happen when you click on it is it should reveal like loads of smaller entities within the big blob. So did you? Oh, you're clicking. I know where you're
oh,
clicking. You're clicking on Khazaria. So the Byzantine Empire is just below that. So if you, okay,
it
so
doesn't. Oh, there we go.
there you go.
So
You
what is it?
are. I think you are a county. Okay, let's see. Where is this? This is Nicaea. Okay, no. Let's.
Wait, which one of them am I
It,
supposed to be in?
this is good. This is good. You can play as any of those guys. I think just playing as that guy is perfect. So if you press ready on the bottom right,
Okay.
and I'll start the game. Oh, thank God we're in. Oh. Oh, that took like an hour. I mean, like of all the setup and stuff, like getting all the Steam and shit.
Yep.
But we're in. Okay, so if you
Wait, can Bob still join us?
so you see the okay, no, he can join later because he's still downloading the game. I'm just giving you like a mini tutorial while we're waiting.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I'll start the game. I won't press anything. I'm going to explain all of the UI so that you understand it. It is very complicated. Obviously, it looks very complicated at the start, but you'll understand it once I explain it. It's pretty easy to explain. So, if you look on the bottom right, you see the little the map there.
Yeah.
Okay, so you see the little symbols above it, the little boxes. You may
Yeah.
see if you hover over it. This is
Wait, I
something to
have to mute
explain.
for a second.
Okay,
Wait. Too much noise.
I got you, police. The police are coming after you.
Okay, there we go.
All right, they're gone. You've evaded the
Yeah, I lost the
cops.
stars. I lost the stars.
Yeah. Okay, so
Alright, keep going.
where was I? So you see those
We were going
symbols.
through the box.
So I'll
The little
explain what happens. So
map.
if you hover over the symbols, right? Do you see a box that pops up?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is something that'll occur every time you hover over things in the game. It's essentially like if you hover over something, it'll essentially explain what that is. That's the I guess the mini tutorial there, right?
It also has shortcuts, so that's helpful.
That is extremely helpful. I use shortcuts all the time.
Yeah.
It's one of the things you'll notice about this game. You can't do WASD when you look around the map. One of the ways that you can do it is by zooming out, zooming in, and holding the middle mouse button to scroll across the map.
That's how I've been moving.
Yeah, that's probably the best way you do it. You can also use
That was
your
pretty intuitive. Most games do that still to
yeah
this day.
yeah pretty much. It's the universal best way to do it. You can also use arrow keys if you want to. I actually used to use arrow keys when I first started playing this game, and if I'd known I could use the middle mouse button, it would have made things so much quicker. But anyways, so that explains what those are. Essentially, those buttons there, those little boxes, are map modes. If you click on one of those buttons, you'll see the map changes, right? Do you see that?
Which button?
They're the buttons that you were hovering over before, that are above the
Yeah.
map. If you click on those, the map will change.
Oh yeah, like
So-
I just clicked on religions and it's showing me.
It's
let's see what's
showing you
going
the
on.
religion, and you can zoom out. You can see all the colorful religions on the map. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
that's one of the things I like about this game. It's so fucking colorful. All right, so back to this. So that explains the very simplistic map mode system. Well, not very simplistic. It's probably one of the most in-depth map mode systems in this game, in any strategy game. But anyways, all right. So I won't explain what that symbol is to the left of the map. You know, the Tang Empire. That's an expansion thing. You can pretty much ignore that for now.
Consider cultures too.
You can see the cultures and everything. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you look at the top right of the screen, you can see there's a date, 1st of January, 867.
Jesus, he's not even born.
Yep, exactly.
Well, he is.
No,
born.
he is born. It's
He's
been
born and died.
867 years since he was born.
Yeah, no, he died. He died a long time ago.
No, since he was born. I think Anno Domini means after birth. So Jesus dies in
Wait, so
30
this is after
30
Christ,
AD.
right?
This is after
'Cause we have
Christ.
Christianity.
We are. This is a Christian realm.
So this is 700. This is like approximately 700
So-
and
So you're
70 years
you're a vassal of the Byzantine Empire. The Byzantine Empire is just another name for the Eastern Roman Empire.
so this is the real beginning of our era. Like,
It's complicated. It's complicated. So I'll explain the history behind this a bit later. I just want you to understand the mechanics first. So you saw the date, 1st of January 867. That button there, though you're probably not going to be pressing it that much. That button there is the unpause pause button.
yeah,
Above that, you can see all these stats here, right? So you can see cash, 145 cash, prestige, piety. So these are all your stats essentially. If anything goes bad, let's say you go over domain size. I'll explain actually. Actually, this is a good point to explain. Domain size means how many things you hold directly. If you are a count and you own one county, you will have one domain size. That's essentially what it means.
yeah. So I'm gonna count right now.
What does it
county
say? What does it say? Like,
is
does it say 1 out of 1 for your domain size? What's the number? Does it what number does it say for your thing?
And where?
For your domain size. So if you scroll over domain size, or you don't have to scroll over it, you can see it. It'll say maybe 1 out of 1 or 1 out of 2, 1 out of 3. Okay, no, I can see it. So you have a domain size of 1 out of 3.
1 out of 3. Yeah, 1
So
out
that
of 3.
means you can hold 3 possessions directly. You can hold 3 counties directly. I should also explain that domain size refers directly to counties. It doesn't refer to your duchies, your kingdoms, or your empires. That'll be explained later as to what those are. But right now, because you're a count, that's really all you need to know. You hold 1 county, you can hold up to 3 counties. Okay,
Yeah.
next thing to
Oh, wait a
explain.
minute. Hold on. Fuck that. Oh no.
You haven't downloaded it yet.
No, I still not downloaded it. No.
Alright, okay.
Loading.
So to the right of that, I'm not sure if you see that. Do you see a vassal limit to your right, to the right of the domain limit? If it doesn't say that, if it just says if it just has like a bunch of numbers, or a number next to your name, then it probably doesn't matter. I'll explain
I
that.
see score, realm size, domain size,
Oh no, it's all
beauty,
good. You don't see it because your account. So you'll see it when
wealth.
you rank up in the game. But right
Okay.
now, since you're like essentially the lowest level, it's pretty much irrelevant. Okay, so if you look at the top left, you'll see a portrait with your character's portrait, I mean.
Yeah, that's where I got the fact that I was a count.
Yeah, okay. So if you click on that, if you click on your portrait, tell me when you clicked on that.
Right? Opened
Okay,
up.
so this is your character sheet.
Ooh, I have a
Yeah.
son.
So it gives you
No
yeah,
way.
it's pretty much laid out like a classic like D&D, right?
Yeah.
So if you look on the right, on the furthest right on the character sheet, you'll see a lot of the same stuff that you see on the right. So like your domain
My son
size.
has a -20 opinion on me. I'm about to fucking end him and have another heir.
That could happen. That could work. You could actually do that. You could imprison him and execute him at will.
I have other children that are more worthy. Look, opinion of me, 30.
Well, okay, so I should point out if you do that, if you kill your son, you will be branded as a kinslayer, and people won't like you
Oh
because you
my,
killed your kin.
oh my god.
So I will warn you about that. This game follows medieval conventions. If you do not follow
My
medieval
ears
society
suck.
to the letter, to
I
the
have
rule
better
of law,
children. Look
yeah.
how handsome this one is. He's 21. Why not him?
Okay, so you see how how aspects of this is kind of like The Sims, right? So you essentially you're
Yeah,
building out your family. You're essentially just a better way to explain it is you're not playing as one character, you're playing as a dynasty. So when you die, you get to play as your next heir, whoever that happens to be, your son or whatever.
I have to make peace with my heir
I will also
in
point
case
out,
I die.
since this is the medieval era, 9 times out of 10, your succession is going to favor your male heirs. So it's going to be very difficult to get a female on the throne, and usually it's not a good idea to do so either. Strategically, if you think about it this way, as a male, you can have loads of children. You can have a children factory going on, right? Essentially going on
I
at the
have
same
one
time.
daughter and 3
As
sons.
as a female, you can only have one son at a time, or one child at a time. So yeah,
Yeah, obviously.
so from a strategic point of view, being a
If I
man,
play male, it's better.
being a man is much better. Yeah. You can, especially if you're playing as tribal, you can have like concubines, and have essentially, like I said, like a pregnancy factory.
Yeah, I'll have like 3 at once every year.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, that's how this game goes. So anyways, I'll explain the rest of the stuff. So you got your attributes, your traits, like your diplomacy, martial, stewardship, intrigue, learning. Do you see that? There should be symbols right next to them, like with like martial has a sword, two swords next to each other. The stewardship has like the chest with the coins. It's on the character sheet.
Move too straight now.
Do you see it?
I don't know. I'm still in the menu where there's like the family and the
Oh yeah.
it says characters on the side.
If you look up towards like you know where the domain size is on the character sheet. Do you see the
Well, I'm seeing
Wikipedia
like it
logo?
says decisions, unmarried heir, pick an ambition,
Oh no,
pick a character feature.
don't look at those. You've got to look at the character sheet. That's where everything. That's where the focus is.
Character sheet. So do I click on my characters
Yeah,
or
click on your character.
I clicked on one of my children's characters and
It
giving me
really,
a
I
list
don't think it really matters. It's like everyone has the same like character sheet layout. Um,
and like I clicked on one of the sons and it opened up his stuff
oh, I
now.
might have a different layout because I've got some mods on, but I'll try and go with it anyway. So do you see the colors the colored like the with the numbers on the front with the color panels on the back with the symbols.
No idea what you're talking about.
So
I just clicked on every head.
there's a book symbol like a book sprite, and then there's a little a letter with a dagger sprite. That's the best way I can explain it. It should be on the right side of the character sheet, but like I said, I've got mods, so maybe not.
Uh,
Okay, let
oh,
me
yeah.
you're on Discord. You're on Discord. I can give you a picture and I'll show you. So this is what I'm talking about. Can you see the, something similar to that?
Yeah,
Or
I see that. Like every
okay,
time I click on any character, I get that.
okay, that's what I'm talking about. So those are your attributes. So I'll explain what they do from the top to bottom. So diplomacy is your skill at trying to convince other people, your ability to befriend people. Um, it gives you passive abilities, like it'll give you like the higher your diplomacy, the more opinion people will have of you. So people will like you more if you have high diplomacy, and if you have low diplomacy, people will dislike you, with 10 being the base. That's essentially what diplomacy is. There's not much to it. Martial, that's your strength and your ability at leading armies. Stewardship, that's the third one down. That is your ability to make money off of your territories. So if you've got 3 counties and you've got high stewardship, you're going to make a lot of money off of those counties if you have high stewardship. The fourth one is intrigue. That's your ability to assassinate people, and also your ability to stave off assassinations. People will be trying to assassinate you as well. So having a high intrigue skill is very useful in that regard. And then the bottom one is learning. That's your ability to read books. That's it, pretty much.
Yeah.
Also, your ability to blend in with religious institutions and your success, your chance of success at like increasing relations with the Pope. Having high relations with the Pope is extremely important. Or in our case, because we are a part of the Byzantine Empire, having relations with the Patriarch of Constantinople, which is essentially the leader of the Orthodox faith, is what we want to be doing if you just to put yourself in good graces with the leader of your religious head. Okay, so what else is there? So we've got character traits. If you look, just as an example, I'll show the picture here. So you see this little panel here. It might look different on your screen because I've got like a graphical UI mod that extends everything. So the top row there is traits. Starting from the left, the leftmost trait is like it's your education trait. So you'll be teaching your children education traits. Your current character right now.
I have nothing. I only have one. Just this count.
I'm looking at your character. So if you look at the leftmost thing, it'll say brilliant strategist. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so everyone has one education trait. You can only get one education trait because, you know, education in the medieval era is shit. So, but you'll have varying degrees of how good your education was. Your character has had probably one of the best educations you can get in the game. He's a brilliant strategist. He's like a level 4. And he's really good at fighting as well. He has siege leader, so he's really good at sieging stuff down. He's wrathful, so he's very angry. He's content, so he's fine with his position in life. You know, he's fine with being a count.
He's apparently very jealous, man.
He's also very envious. He's a very jealous, angry, content, paranoid man.
The worst kind of man.
This is a really weird combination of traits.
No wonder his son hates him. He's awful. Off
Yeah,
with my own head.
he's a terrible person, but he's also a very good leader. So you probably want to keep him around.
Off with my own head.
But okay, actually, this is a really good place to explain. So you see how certain traits are red?
Yeah.
Those are the deadly sins. So your character is an especially sinful person right now, because
Oh God, he's awful.
he has the fifth deadly sin and the sixth deadly sin. Compared to my
Yeah.
character, who has no sins and no virtues. Um, uh, just as a comparison, actually, I'll just look at your character. So, like I said, so the red traits are bad traits, green traits are good traits. That's usually how it goes with this game. The red bad, green good.
I have zero good traits apparently.
Yeah. Yep. You're an evil
You have
man. An
orange. Yeah,
evil,
not that
angry,
much.
envious,
He's
paranoid man
horrible.
who is
He's
content
horrible.
with his
I
position
understand
in
why he's
life.
like the other ones are just simps for the throne.
Okay, so we'll have a look. If you go down below that, so it's got a different color on my screen. I'm not sure if it does on your screen. So you'll have a list of your titles. Do you
I got
see County of Nicaea? That is your capital. That is where you live. Do you see that?
yeah.
It's the coat of arms. All right, cool. That's pretty much your explanation for that. As you accumulate more titles, you will see more titles on that screen. Below that, below the titles is empty, but it'll be very important in the future. So you may marry into royal families, and with those marriages, you will get claims on titles that you marry into. So, like, let's say you marry the sister of the King of France. This is probably not going to happen as your character because you're a count, but in the unlikely likeliness that your character does happen to marry the sister of France, the son of the sister of France will inherit a claim on France. A weak claim, but they'll have a claim nonetheless. You may be in the future be able to press that claim for your son, or even you might happen to die and become that son, and then you'll be able to claim that title for yourself, and then you might become the King of France through this convoluted system of marriages and claims. That's where this is the section where you keep track of those claims, so that you can you can consider whether you want to invade France for for the Kingdom of France.
Yeah.
Okay, so below that is diplomacy. So it'll keep track of who you're at war with, who you have truces with, um, who you're allied to. So, like I said, you might have married the sister of France, and as a result, because you married the sister of France, and then she is a very close relative to the King of France, you will get an alliance with France, so you can bring France into your wars as a result of that marriage. Um, yeah.
I'm
Okay.
currently defending.
Yeah, we are currently defending against the Sultan Muhammad II of the Aghlabid Sultanate. So if I could find who they are, I need to find out who they are first. Okay, so we are defending. Okay, no, I see what it is. So if you, do you know where Sicily is?
Or what is?
Sicily. Do you know where Italy
Yeah.
is? Okay, so Sicily, you
Yeah.
know Sicily. Great, excellent. You know your geography. Perfect. You are going to be good at this game.
All right. So
So
what
the
do we do here?
okay, so I'm
We're
just
looking for the Sultan of
s-
what again? What was his name?
Aghlabid. So actually,
Oh, there we go.
you
It's up at.
Okay.
you can
So I
Right.
can just
see.
hover around till I find him.
No, it's right there. Do you see Sicily? Do you see the green bit in Sicily on the island of Sicily? So we have a tiny bit on in Syracuse, but the rest of Sicily is owned by the Aghlabid Sultanate, right? Do you see that?
Yeah. I'm here. Yeah.
So the Aghlabids, do you see the red border around the Aghlabids?
There's one
It's like a flashing border.
can't even pronounce that shit.
Aghlabid, I think that's how it's pronounced. The
No,
Aghlabid.
yeah, I'm there. I'm wondering
Oh,
which one are we supposed to be looking at?
no, I'm just saying, like, do you see the red border that's like flashing? Because that's
There's nothing flashing for me, but there is a
oh,
red border around Syracuse.
okay. Well, there.
I
Okay,
think
so that is important to know. So
that thing.
the red border around Syracuse.
It's like the same place in upstate New York.
Yeah, Syracuse. Yeah, exactly,
Oh,
Syracuse.
like Syracuse. Okay, got it.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck is this shit?
So what was I saying? Oh yes. So they're going for they're contesting the Duchy of Sicily. So the Aghlabids, the green guys on the island of Sicily, they also own like loads of Africa as well. They're attacking, well, me actually. They're attacking me for the Duchy of Sicily. So that includes Syracuse and Malta. And you'll see the red border flashing around those. That red border essentially means those are the titles that are being contested in this war. They're essentially, they can siege down the rest of our territories, they can siege down our capital, but they won't take our capital because they don't have a claim on that. They don't have the right to
There's
take
more
the
red
capital.
stuff around here. Like, look at Rome. What the fuck is going on here?
Oh, Rome. So historically, in Rome, right?
Rome in the 9th century was a fucking mess.
Historically the Pope was actually in charge of Rome. Like there was an actual like country that was essentially the Pope.
What was a country?
Yeah, no, it was. The papacy was a country.
Yeah.
Actually, it
Papacy is-
existed until like 1910, I think. Well, actually, probably early in that. It existed because like there was this Italian Revolution. Italy was separated into like 100 different states back in the day, and essentially when Italy reunified into what it is today, the papacy was annexed by the winner of the Italian blobbing war, which actually historically was Sardinia Piedmont. Actually, Sardinia exists as an independent state in this
Scotland
game.
is so fucking old that it still says Scotland. This is why I want to go so bad.
Oh, Scotland is an independent state in 867, but it doesn't last very long. Usually one of these English kingdoms takes over or the Vikings take over.
Yeah, but
Because
it still has everything there.
This is
Not
the
like
age of the
No,
Vikings.
it lasted pretty much
I
until
want to see the castle.
for another 900 years.
Oh no,
After
no!
that.
In real life that was the case, but in this game the Vikings will fuck Scotland over. They will not live. They will not live another century while the Vikings exist in this game. Like they are extremely hostile towards the British Isles, which is accurate. Though probably not as strong as they are depicted in this game, but they're really fucking like annoying to deal with. Anyways, yes, that was the explanation for this war. This war is a war that was started by the Sultan of Aghlabid against me, the Byzantine Empire, for the Duchy of Sicily, which is Syracuse and Malta. So they're essentially trying to take the rest of Sicily for themselves. Alright, what else is there to explain? So there's loads of tabs on the top left. So do you see like council, laws, technology, military, intrigue, those buttons at the top?
Yeah.
Alright, nice. So I'll go through them one at a time. They're pretty easy to explain, these ones. So council, essentially it is exactly what it sounds like. It's a council. It's essentially like if I were to find
Where's
like
my
a
round table?
your round table, if I were to find like a democratic Republican example, this would be your cabinet. So like your Minister of Defense, your Minister of your
Right.
state, yeah, essentially that's what it is. And I'll explain what they are with the Republican, the American
No, keep it in the
examples.
medieval. It's my round table. It's my council.
Yeah, that's what
Because
it
otherwise I'm
is.
gonna get confused.
So your magistros, I guess they have different names based on like your culture. So if you're Greek,
Right.
they're the magistros protostratus, the blah blah blah. If you're like French, then they're like the marshal, councillor, whatever, blah blah blah. So
So this is my main, like, he's my main diplomat. And then I got, this is probably like my war dude, head of war stuff.
pretty much
Um,
it follows your
my
your
treasurer,
traits.
treasurer.
Your treasurer, yep, your spy master,
Yeah.
and your priest guy at the
I
bottom.
was like head of education and
Okay,
what
so
does the
what is that?
what would the leader of the intrigue thing do then? Then he would be like,
He essentially he stops people from assassinating you. He also stops
oh, okay,
people from fabricating claims on you.
all right. The
That's
other ones are pretty self-explanatory. It's just
pretty
not
much,
nice.
pretty much. There's also loads of things, the buttons as well. So I'll explain what those do as well. But a lot of them you don't need to really deal with because they're very situational.
Okay, so I go to this guy to like train troops, got it. Like do research to discover
Yep,
new things.
pretty much you
Military
got it. Yep.
treasurer. Let me see
I'm
what.
just trying to find ones that
Oh,
are
my treasurer
that
collects
you might not
taxes,
understand from the face of it.
corruption.
Okay, so actually, if you look at the top, fabricate claims, the magistros,
Ooh, this one sabotages people. Nice.
and
This is fun.
I'll explain what these do as well. So if you look at fabricate claims, it's the shield on the magistros. It's the third ability. So I'll explain how this works. So you'll see claim fabricated and noble infuriated with percentages next to them. So the way this game works is it works on a mean time to happen system.
Hey, but mine can't do that. For me, it's a build spy network.
No. You're looking at the wrong guy. So the magistros, the guy at the top.
Oh, I thought you meant like the okay,
No,
got
okay,
it.
no.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm going through
got it.
some of these ones that you might not understand on the face of it. So on the fabricate claims, possible outcomes, claims fabricated, noble infuriated. Do you see that in the tooltip? That pops up
Yeah.
when you hover over it. Okay, so you see the percentages to the side of it. I was explaining. So it's essentially a mean time to happen system. So it essentially means there's an 11.71% chance. At least it says that on my screen. Whatever percent chance yearly essentially means that there's a mean time for that to happen. There's an 11.71% chance that'll happen. That'll tick on the 1st January, I think.
Yeah. So for me, it's the fabricated
there we go.
4.67.
It's done.
Oh, you've
And the
downloaded
noble
it. Oh, I'll explain the game
is
to you
3.
now.
Yep.
Okay, but I'm gonna quit the game and start a new lobby and then bring him into it. You should probably restart the game as well because the multiplayer is a bit screwy when you.
Well done. It's saying, welcome back to Crusader Kings
I'm
2.
actually able to like play this.
Not logged in. So just go to confirm.
Just
Did you say?
yeah, confirm and then play and then multiplayer.
Play.
Oh, I might actually have a better tutorial. Yeah, 1066 is actually a really good tutorial thing. It's a really good tutorial start date. Alright, so I'm gonna set the server ID here.
English.
Oh, here we go again.
But you can
I'm
kind of
starting to suffer from server PTSD.
but from all the yeah, no, right. From all the explanations though, you can kind of
I have server joint PTSD.
understand how the game works and where it's going with this with all these systems. It's very elaborate and every system has its purpose and it's really good. Oh my god. It's also like a lot of the simulation aspects of the game is like really top notch as well because obviously nothing happens in a bubble while you're doing things. You know, the AI in India is also doing things, right? So like empires fall, empires rise, and and you know it like so much shit happens while you're doing whatever you're doing.
Um, try and click join game and maybe it will
Okay, so there's
synchronize
no
or
password. I'll point that out.
let me go get some water while the game starts real quick.
I do. I do find it funny that I might have like inadvertently fixed some issues on your PCs because you guys haven't like restarted your PCs in so long. It's just from trying to get this thing to work. So are you able to get into the direct ID, like everything?
Subscribe to get not close. Welcome to Crusader Kings 2. This game.
Is there an option play?
Single player, multiplayer.
Multiplayer, yeah, obviously, and then direct ID should be on the bottom left, or connect to ID,
Okay.
and then you can copy and paste
Connect to.
what I've got here.
Hold on, let me just. Server ID, no password.
No password.
Join, connecting.
I am back. Let's see now.
Oh, wait a minute, hold on.
Here,
Yeah, you're in.
I got the Doge of Venice.
Yeah, so I'm gonna guide you as. Oh yeah, you can play as anyone if you want, but I think I would probably advise you
no
play
password, right?
as one of the vassals in the Holy Roman Empire. No password.
Oh, wait.
Just generally because the Holy Roman Empire is just it's a pretty safe place to play. You can't play as a theocracy, so it has to be someone with a blue border, the blue like cloth. That's actually something to denote the type of government type you've got. So red cloth is a merchant republic. White cloth is theocracy. Yellow cloth is nomads. Green cloth, I think, is Chinese bureaucracy. And purple is imperial.
It was Scotland.
Oh, you want to play Scotland?
Nah, probably not.
Yeah. No, they actually won't get fucked by the Vikings. They're actually pretty safe as well. But I just generally think it's a good idea to play as a vassal in the Holy Roman Empire because then you're not playing as someone who's too big. You know what I mean? Like you can
Yeah.
understand how to play the game from a pretty like low level, and then you can build up to kingdoms and then empires. You're playing as the King of
Now we
France
get
right
to
now.
No, I'm not. I'm trying not to.
Yeah, so if you just click anywhere in the Holy Roman Empire, you can. Yeah, there you go.
Wait, who are we gonna play as?
Anyone in the Holy Roman Empire. So do you see the big white blob in the middle? It's actually
Jacob
one.
Brandenburg.
That's actually the name that the community gives the Holy Roman Empire because they keep blobbing all over the place. They're very, very expansionist.
Oh no, that's not what I meant to say. Hold
Georgia.
on.
Yeah. No, you're gonna get
I will. Oh, Songhai.
Songhai. Songhai.
Nah,
Yeah, no,
I'll go.
the African
Belgrade.
tribes are actually pretty difficult to play if you don't know how. Well, they're not difficult, but they can be very slow to play. Um, they're not particularly fun, honestly. I would go with someone in the Holy Roman Empire. That's definitely the way to go. Okay.
I
Uh,
don't know. I'll just go with.
okay. So
Uh,
actually, I'll give you a tip. So can you hold Control and press left click on the Holy Roman Empire? Do you see what
hold
that's done?
control. Yeah.
It
No.
should separate the Holy Roman Empire into its vassals. So Control and left click on the Holy Roman Empire. Do you see
I
it?
want to go. Let's see. Looks like
No.
it's being executed right now.
Why is it not
Maybe
working? I don't.
chill.
Maybe it's because of one of my
I don't
mods.
know. I'll go with this guy. I don't know.
I'll show you. I'll give you a screenshot of what it should look like. There we go. That's what it looks like.
Wait, what are we looking at for now?
Okay, so if you hold Control and left click, and then sorry, Control left click on the Holy Roman Empire, it should split up the Holy Roman Empire into its constituent vassals.
Oh yeah, we did that
What?
earlier, but I had already chosen a spot.
Oh yeah, no, I was just telling
Oh
Gonkus
yeah, got it.
because the
No, we'll go with Weimar.
Weimar,
Ready.
like the Weimar Republic,
I don't know.
the one that fell to the Nazis. Anyways, okay, so if you're ready, if you've picked
Hold on.
who you want to pick, um, I would say duchies or counties are a good level to pick. Currently, my goal right now is to go and invade Scotland as the Holy Roman Empire.
That is so sad.
Yep. Oh,
Wow,
we
rude.
England? What year is this? Oh, we changed years. We're
yeah,
in,
we changed
wait,
years. So this is 1066. So this is the Norman invasion of England.
we actually have real countries now. Holland is there, France is there, England is there.
Hey, West Francia is a real
Norway.
country. Yeah, no, these
I
are.
call them real because they're in my
I would no,
watch the
I
one
understand, I understand. This is definitely the era of time where the country started to modern day countries started to pop up.
anything in a book that doesn't exist today is no longer real to me.
If you look at Spain, right? So
Oh
you
yeah,
got like
Spain is an asshole. Everybody hates Spain.
oh Spain is really fucked up right now. So you got the Muslim nations at the bottom, like the Abtisids, the Hoodids, the Dunadids, stuff like that. So those are like the separatists, Andalusian like states, and then in the north you've got the Visigoths. So these are like your proper Spanish. So like the Galicians, Leon, Castile, Navarra, Aragon. Those guys
I
are.
They have a whole red line in here too, like around Navarra and
Oh, so
all this
you
stuff
know
here,
about Spanish
Florida.
history, do you?
All of this is fucking destroyed. Oh yeah, I'm Caribbean. That's why I say we fucking hate them.
Oh, right. Okay. I know. I see now. I see now. So you want to destroy Castile then? Because Spain, because modern day Spain is essentially Castile.
Right, I clicked on ready.
Oh, it's technically a personal union, or at least an integration of a personal union between Castile and Aragon. At least that's how I know the history. Like, you know, with Ferdinand the Great, and his wife Isabella. Yeah, I know the Spanish history too.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. There's a lot of incest in there too.
Oh yeah, especially with the
That's a small
Habsburgs.
thing, but they
Do you
have like a
know? Do
ridiculous.
you know about Carlos II?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, he looked fucked
Yeah.
up.
yeah. There's a whole lot of issues in here. Killing
Oh,
of aunts and uncles.
oh my God!
The possibility
I
of
can
future offspring.
actually press the claims of Scot. I can invade Scotland. Take that. Okay, so I'm gonna go through the explanation now again. I can do it quicker because I know what to explain now. So Gonkus, you are the Count of Weimar. If you look at the bottom right, do you see those buttons, those map modes?
Brain, realms, diplomatic,
You understand that
religion. Oh,
how
those.
the tooltips work? Those essentially just explain what those things are. And you click on those
Yeah.
buttons and the map changes. All right, that's explained. Top right, this is your this is your currency. All of your currencies plus your empire management related stuff. So your money, prestige, piety, domain size, vassal limit. So you're a county, so you don't have vassal limit on you. But just to explain it, so domain size, domain is essentially French for domain. It essentially means your possessions, your personal possessions. So you can hold up to, if I look at your character, you can hold up to 1 out of 1 possessions because your stewardship is absolute shit. So you can only hold 1 possession unless you increase your stewardship skill. Did you get that?
Yep.
Okay, so if you look at your character sheet, so if you top left, you click on your character.
Mm-hmm.
So you see all the stats, you see all the same traits that you the currencies that you saw on the top right there, on the right of the character sheet. Below that, you see your traits, your attributes. You have 10 diplomacy, 9
Yeah.
martial, 3 stewardship, 9 intrigue, 6 learning. A well-rounded character. Pretty average. The left of that, I don't think I explained this with Sam, but you can see your religion is Catholic and you are feudal government type. Pretty irrelevant because we're all the same religion, and we're probably going to be dealing with the same religion.
Catholic. Yeah.
So below that, you see traits. Traits. Let's see. You are diligent. You are gluttonous. You're fat as fuck. You are craven, and you are wrathful.
Wow.
So
Oh no,
you
it's too.
you're an angry fat man who is afraid and is very and is not afraid to get his hands dirty. So he's afraid of other people and he's afraid of many things, but he's not afraid of getting his hands dirty and doing things himself. He's a very diligent man. And he has charismatic negotiator. So you are decent. You are level 3 out of 5 in terms of diplomacy skill, diplomacy learning trait. So with that, you get -1 martial, +1 intrigue, +1 diplomacy, sorry, +6 diplomacy, +1 learning, and +5% fertility, because you happen to be very persuasive. Below that, modifiers.
Where is it looking now?
What? Sorry, what are you
Where
saying?
is it looking now for this?
Well,
Where is
so
it looking now for these?
I will show you a picture. This is
Oh,
what
charismatic negotiator, right? Okay.
yeah,
got it.
charismatic negotiator. There we go. And below that, you have modifiers. Modifiers will come up in the game when events pop up. It'll come up. It's situational. I won't explain them. Titles. You are the Count of Weimar, so you have 1 county. There we go. You'll get more counties, more stuff as the game progresses if you're good enough at the game. You're probably not. That's fine. Whatever. It's your first game. Below that, claims. As I was mentioning before, you're going to be marrying other people. the people that you marry will pass on claims to your children, and you can potentially press those claims of your children once they die. Actually, I should explain that. I don't think I explained that before properly, but when your spouse dies, the claims that your spouse has will get transferred to your heir. Your heir won't instantaneously get those claims until your spouse dies. So it is sometimes a good idea to assassinate your wife just to press the claim that she has. Sometimes claims won't pass on to your children. There are many situational conditions involved in claims and stuff like that. It's very complicated. I'll explain that later. At the bottom is diplomacy. You may go to war, you may have truces, you may have alliances. That's where you'll find that shit. Okay, so I'll go to the top left in the council. You see the positions, you understand what that is. The council, your round table, your chancellor, marshal, steward, spy master, court chaplain, they have their own special abilities pertaining to their specialities. There we go. That's it. You understand that, right? Don't need to go through any of this.
No, I think so.
Actually, on the left, if you look at each of the council positions, I'll just explain just a bit more about that. So on the left, those are passive abilities. Essentially, you don't have to click on the map for these to work. These just happen. They modify your realm statistics. However, the buttons on the three buttons on the right of that, you have to click on the map usually. It's very focused. Your counselor will go to these locations to do the task that they are assigned to do. Yeah, and each button has its own tooltip, so you can understand pretty much how these work, what these are. Anyways, so minor titles. Do you see that in council? Hello?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so minor titles. I won't explain what these do, because most of these are they're honorary titles. Essentially, like they don't really do anything. They give money to the person that you give the honorary titles to, and you can increase opinion of other people. So it's usually a good idea to do that if you want to impress someone. If you have a disloyal vassal, you give them minor titles, which will give them prestige as well, because these are honorary titles, obviously. So, but yeah, there's really not much else to it. Obviously, you don't want to give the court jester to someone you want to impress, because that gives them -5 opinion, and they lose prestige as well. So you give that to someone you hate and you don't want to impress. And then you got titles at the bottom of the minor titles. These are actually kind of important. Commanders, right? So you'll have people in your court that you'll give the commander title to. Yeah, it's self-explanatory. They lead your armies. The next tab, my council, pretty self-explanatory. It's pretty much the same position, the same situation with positions, except you'll see some extra titles like advisor. Advisors you may get because your council laws, I will explain those. Essentially, you might get advisors, and you might have to fill those positions up with your vassals. Anyways, next, laws. F2. Oh, sorry, it's F4. So this is where a lot of the important stuff works for your dynasty. Actually, I should unpause the game, because I'm actually going to play the game while I explain this. Okay, so give me a sec. I need to fuck my wife. All right.
Wait, who are you playing
I
as?
have
Okay.
2 children. I think I'll let her rest. My children are 7 years old. They're tiny.
I've got no children, so, and therefore I might get screwed over.
Maybe I
So
should make a third. Yeah, let me make a third.
yeah. Okay. No, I'll pause the game because it's too much to think about in the pre-game actually. So, so if you look at your screen, your laws, you'll see. Do you see agnatic, cognatic, or agnatic gavelkind, or whatever it's called? Do you see that in the inheritance? Is that a yes?
Wait, we're going back to laws again?
Yeah, laws. I just want to explain what these mean because they can be important, especially
Okay.
since this is the early game and you might be surprised in the mid game. I don't want you to be surprised when something bad happens because of succession. So what does your succession say? It should say something like agnatic, cognatic.
Yeah, that's what it
Yeah.
says.
Does it say gavelkind as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll explain what that means. So agnatic, cognatic means your titles will prioritize males. If you have no males, it will go to females.
Like, yeah, both my children are sons.
So that's how
I'm ready.
agnatic, cognatic works. However, with gavelkind, this is where things get complicated. Gavelkind splits all your entire realm equally amongst your heirs. So your children are going to split the realm. So let's see. I'm going to look at Sam here. You only have one title, right? You only have one title. You are Gavelkind.
Yeah.
So you won't actually have this issue. Your title is just going to go to your main heir, and that's it. However, if you get another county, that second county will go to your second heir. And
Okay,
etc.
nice.
etc. So like if you get a third county and you have a third heir, then the third county will go to your third heir.
Yeah, no matter if it's a girl or boy in this case, because it just wants to hold it down.
I'm gonna have a look at
For the third
Gonkus,
case.
and I think you have might have a similar situation here. No, you.
No, I haven't got any children.
So you have one county.
That's my brother.
I'm gonna go back to my character and see if I can woo my wife.
So it
I
might.
need to learn how to do that.
Okay, so actually, I'll explain how to do that. So if you go into your character screen,
Yeah, I'm already there. I clicked on the wife.
you clicked on the wife, and do you see sway?
Yeah.
So sway.
Okay, got it.
That
Nice.
increases their opinion. I don't think that necessarily increases their attraction to you. But yeah.
And if I
Anyways,
unpause the game for a second
and I'll pause it
and
again.
then repause it, yeah, I was about to pause it.
Okay, so I'll have a look. So we'll go.
Oof.
I'll just explain
He
that.
has a negative 12 opinion.
If we
on
go,
me.
negative 12 is actually not that bad. If you generally have a margin of error of about 20 opinions, so 20 plus minus 20, you're not in terrible relations. I mean, they dislike you slightly, but they're not gonna do
Let me
anything
see her.
terrible. And once you
She's
get to like,
builder, so she's a fucking gold digger.
yeah, that's true. That's well,
both
they all
gold
are. They
diggers.
all are. This is the medieval
No,
era. That the reason
I guess
why
they're both
they're marrying
diggers.
you is because they're gold diggers.
Oh, nice. My wife is hot. She's lustful. Arbitrary.
So I'll
She doesn't
explain.
care about justice, so she's evil.
I'll
as fuck.
explain technology because it is kind of important, but not really. So technology is a very passive thing. It'll increase based on.
My wife is a religious nutter.
I think there's a mechanic where it spreads. So your highest technology county
children,
will
right?
spread technology to your adjacent counties. That's really all you need to know. There's not really much else to it. It's a very passive thing. There's no real way to influence how technology works, how you can increase your technology, because it's the medieval era and there wouldn't be. So, next, if you go to F6, this is your army screen. Very important, obviously, if you want to declare wars. Wars work differently in this game, and I'll explain how they work in a sec. Actually, I'll do that right now. So, I'm going to unpause the game. I'm going to check this claimant here that I've invited from Scotland. Congratulations, you're now a landed lord. Well done. Let's go fuck these Scots. Alright, let's so now, here's what we're doing. Okay, so I have encountered my first obstacle in trying to deal with this war. So because my laws, I'm just going to explain how these laws work. If you look at your council laws, if you do F4, and then you can see Inheritance, Realm, Obligations, Council. Do you see that?
Yeah.
So if you go to Council, this is actually one of the best mechanics in this game. Your council may, depending on how effective you've been as a ruler, your council will have different privileges and will be able to outvote you on certain things. If you, as like let's say the Holy Roman Empire, want to declare war, you have to get your council on side because you currently. I'll just show my council laws in Discord. I cannot declare war without my council's approval. I cannot revoke titles. I cannot imprison people. I cannot grant titles. I cannot banish people. And I cannot execute people without the council's say so.
Yeah.
So I have to have positive relations with this council or I'm not going to get anything done. Yeah, you guys have different laws because essentially this is to represent the decentralized nature of the Holy Roman Empire. You can't really revoke any titles because you don't have any titles to revoke from any vassals.
Yeah.
It doesn't really work that way.
But I'm confused. Wait.
Yeah.
Like imprisonment, like if council members vote on imprisonment issues, that's checked for me.
Give me your laws. Give me a screenshot of your laws, and I'll see if I can explain how that works. How your system works at least.
The fact that I have to do it through my phone, because if I were to take a screenshot on Windows, all hell would
It
break
would crash,
loose.
right?
The same shit that happened with GTA would happen. I'll just post it in the chat. Go. I feel like a boomer right now.
Yeah, I know.
Didn't even use the fucking desktop because
Yeah,
I'm using the laptop
I
for the
see.
call.
Yeah, that's right. That's
Yeah.
right. So you're right about that. So as the ruler, you can revoke titles, grant titles, execute people, and banish people without getting your council involved. But your council, you need to get your council's approval in order to imprison someone. Even if said person broke a law, you still need to get your council to approve. Which is something that I'm currently dealing with. I'm gonna replace like all of my nobles with sycophants, so that I can actually declare war on Scotland. So just give me a sec here. Good priests. Yeah, and now. Death to Scotland! Death to Scotland! We declared war. So you see at the bottom right of the screen? Do you see that?
It's saying
Yeah.
we just.
So
Yeah.
it says that so essentially this means we're at war with someone.
Declared Holy Roman War.
And if you left click on that, yep, as you so rightly read out, it is the Holy Roman War for the Count of Donald's claim on Scotland. He is the Count of Würzburg, but he is the descendant of King Duncan of Scotland. So now I'm going to explain how the military works. Do you see that? Do you see all those troops on the board that just popped up?
Yeah.
So this is how troops work. Essentially, you raise levies from all of your vassals and all of your personal possessions, and you have to bring them all together in order to yeah, you just have to consolidate all of your forces like this. It's a pretty simple way to do these things.
Wait, so how do we join the war and like
Oh,
help since we're
you don't join the war. You are essentially involved in the war indirectly. I'm already sourcing. I'm already using a percentage of your vassals. Sorry, a percentage of your troops to join my war. Essentially, all the calculations have been done for me. So you don't have to fight this war, but I'm just explaining in case you ever do have to fight a war. This
there's
is
no
how it's
soldiers
done.
in my little land.
So I'm gonna start moving these fleets. Start moving. I'm gonna speed the game up as well.
Oh, there goes shit.
I gotta go find myself a sex slave.
What? Oh, what have I done now?
There are troops in my
Oh,
little
console.
village now. They're leaving. Goodbye. Good
Yeah,
luck.
no, those are the troops that I've raised from your village.
Yep, they're going. They're going onto the ship now. Mine's just got on the ship, I think.
Okay, so I'm gonna
Yeah, mine went.
I'm gonna stop myself from leading this army because I don't want to die. I'm gonna pause the game because something's happening. Oh right, I'm seducing this old woman. I forgot about that. Scotland has landed on our shores. Do you see them right there? They're fighting the Holy Roman Empire. So one of the things that, one of the issues that you may encounter when you're fighting wars with vassals is that when you raise your vassals' armies, your vassals won't like it, right? Because you're essentially using their troops. They will tolerate it for a short amount of time, but once the war goes on for too long, they want their troops back. And if you don't give their troops back, they're going to get pissed.
It's saying I'm starting to think Sophie might fancy me. My courtier, age 16. Make a move or not appropriate.
It's the medieval era. It's all good. This is normal.
I'll make a move because I need a wife, don't I?
Yep, you need a wife. You need children. Actually, you
Yeah, I
don't
need a
really.
wife.
Actually, honestly, you could kill yourself and then play as your brother.
I went to Sophie's chamber and gave her a good tumble. It's good to be the count.
Yeah, that's the top quality writing that you'd expect from Paradox. It's so good. I love this game. All right, I gotta split my armies because my navies aren't big enough. Oh yeah, so unlike
There's stripes appearing on England. What does that mean?
oh, so it means occupation. So because the Normans are invading England, not just the Normans, it's
right.
also the Norwegians as well. The Norwegians could win in England, which happens like half the time.
Right.
The Danes also have a claim on England. I've actually played as Denmark and won in England as Denmark, which was pretty fun. I should also point out, in regards to the military, you don't. There's no such thing as military access in this game. You can move through enemy territories, no problem.
Right. Wait, what was that sound? I've decided to institute tax shifted borough obligations law. All that's needed is the support of yourself and your loyal vassals. Who the fuck is that? Oh, that's my brother. What the fuck is he gonna do? What the
Oh,
fuck is the tax shifted borough obligations
oh
law?
wow, we got
I have to find out what
70.
that is.
We got 75%. Okay, let me. I'll explain it to you. What happened?
I have decided to institute the tax shifted borough
Okay,
obligations law.
I see. So essentially, what is happening? So did someone call a favor on you? Okay, well, okay. So,
Alright.
so tax shifted burger obligations essentially means your cities
Uh-huh.
will be paying more taxes over levies if the law
Right,
passes.
okay.
So if you look in laws and then you go into obligations, this is essentially what it is. You can shift levy obligations, meaning your vassals will, as of a specific government type will pay more levies over cash, and so you might find yourself with 80% vassal minimum levy. Essentially, they'll only get 20% of their levy to use for themselves if something like that happens.
Let's see. I don't know. I don't know. Do you think I should approve or decline it? I don't know.
I think it's pretty good. I think it's a pretty good idea to have higher burger taxes because you're not going to get many troops out of burgers anyways. I love burgers. Oh, I got myself a eunuch.
My wife is pregnant.
Very nice. High five.
I don't know. I'm playing here, and I don't know what a mess I'm doing. Apparently, I'm a horrible father now.
Yeah, that makes sense. This is the medieval era. This is normal. Yeah, but that's pretty much the flow of this game. Like things will just happen to you, and you have to react and hope that you don't fail horribly.
Duke Rudolph of Swabia has created the title Duchy of something.
What was that?
I
Swabia.
don't fucking know.
Oh, I might
Yeah.
know. Yeah, so Swabia is. Ah, you might have more notifications. Hello. Swabian. Okay, so now I see. So is he related to you? No, no, he's not. Okay, so the Duke of Swabia created the Duchy of Churatian. Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he created it on the 17th of February. Um, so essentially what it means is because he had enough territory inside the de jure territories. I'm actually going to explain that. So if you go into the shortcut I and see the map change, if you
Yeah.
so essentially this is the de jure duchies. If you control at least 50% of the territories in these duchies, then you can create a duchy in said territories. You can do the same with kingdoms, but I think you need a higher percentage. Oh no, it might just be 50% with that as well. And so if you go into shortcut O, it just have you changed the map?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's the same with that. You can see the kingdoms on the map, including Scotland, which is not going to exist for very long. And then you press P, and that's the empires. So that's like the biggest. That's the biggest tier of realm that you can make. And currently, that's what I'm in charge of right now. You've also got the Byzantine Empire in the east. That's an empire as well. All right, I'll unpause the game, and we'll see what happens. Actually, there's another thing you can do. If you go into
Oh wait, Duke Radislav of Bohemia has usurped the title of County of Saz from that guy.
Okay, so essentially what happened was he essentially, I think because he had a claim on the title of one of his vassals, he revoked that title and took it for himself. Oh, look at England. Look at England right now. It's so good.
Norway.
It's Norway. So Harald Haraldsson won. Actually, technically, so the war is actually still going. So Harold Haraldson won against Harold Godwinson, but he's still fighting the war against William the Bastard. So, and William the Bastard is actually winning. Um, so let's see. So William has 12,000 troops. Norway has 18,000 troops. So Norway might actually win this in the end. Though William, I mean, if it was controlled by a player, he'd definitely win. Alright, I'm gonna pause the game. Now, have a look at Scotland.
Peace.
It no longer exists.
Ah,
No.
it's gone.
Goodbye, Scotland. You are now Holy Roman Empire.
Or Scotland.
Okay.
They were bothering no one, and then we came.
Oh no, they were bothering me. I had too many issues with their existence, so we're gonna go invade England now. We're gonna we're gonna let's see. I think I might be able to invite some guy over so I can press his claim. Or not. Norway might be a good place to invade as well. Denmark. Don't do that. Nope. Ah, geez, the sister of Denmark has like five claims on Scandinavia. It's insane. Oh, there's another thing you guys could do. Do you guys want to join the Satanists? Yeah, so go
Because this was,
if you look at the top left here, you can go. It's right next to religion societies. Do you see that?
What?
So if you go into the top left, there's like you know with the council laws stuff like that. Those buttons on the furthest to the
Yeah.
right, there's societies. So if you click on societies
Yeah.
and you go into the list of all known societies, there's a button on the right. There's two buttons, circle buttons.
hold on, where are we?
So I'll just I'll take a picture of it.
Yeah, I have a list of societies now.
There we go. It should look like this. So if you go to
Mhm.
Lucifer's Own, that's the Satanist cult. If you want to join that. You get magic powers with that, actually.
Wait, join what?
You get magic powers if you become a Satanist.
Oh God, but we're in the Byzantine. This is gonna cause so many issues. Like, why would we do that?
Because you want magic powers.
Everyone's gonna come for us.
You can regrow limbs as a Satanist. It's that powerful. And you can also there's another thing. If you become the Grand Master of the Satanists, you can devour your children. So you can
That's horrendous.
get ever you can become immortal essentially by devouring your children. Though I have to say they have to be of the age of 6 or below. Otherwise the Satanist Grandmaster won't accept it.
That is ridiculous.
I know, right? You could also join
How do we join this?
okay, so if you press the button, show interest, you won't actually join instantaneously because you have to go through this, like, vetting process. They won't automatically accept you because you might not be, like, you know, sinful enough. If you don't want to join the if you don't want to join the Satanists, you can also join the Assassins, who are like they're Muslims. They're Muslim. Well, they're
I will join
assassins.
them, and let's see what happens.
Yeah, it's very interesting. they're also kind of powerful, not as powerful as Lucifer's own, because obviously you can't regrow limbs and become immortal by doing that. But they still have a couple of good perks with them. You can also join the Benedictine or the Dominican order. They're pretty much the same. I think the Benedictines are a bit better though. Yeah, the Benedictines are the better um, order. They're essentially an order of monks. So if you're interested in like becoming uh, a monk king, then yeah, join the Benedictine order. But otherwise, I'd probably advise you become a Satanist. Satan is the best way to play this game. Oh shit! I could have taken the French throne. All right, I'm gonna unpause the game. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna keep an eye on France because the guy might die in a couple of years. Just saying.
My son was born.
Duchess
I
Matilda
have
of
three
Tuscany
sons.
has usurped the county of Lucca.
I will name you Harry, as in the chosen one. I believe this third child will be the winner.
What was that? Luca? Where's Luca? I mean, it's in Italy. I know where Luca is, but I
Italy?
mean, but why Luca?
I don't know. It came up. Duchess
Oh,
Matilda of
Duchess of Tuscany. Right.
Tuscany has.
I see. Oh no, I see. Because you're reading the messages on the top right. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I don't do that. But yeah, it is pretty useful to read that if you want to like know about the rest of the world. But usually I'm very preoccupied with. Oh my Jesus Christ!
Instead of drilling the commandos, Marshal Sieghard
Look
has
at
been fighting them. There's truly a lack of discipline in your ranks. Curses, but then if I click on curses, I lose 10 piety.
no, that's fine. You don't need piety. If you
Oh,
wanna become a Satanist, then piety is nothing. Actually, well, I'll just point out actually, a piety is like outward, like at the perception of your piety rather than your actual piety. So like if you're perceived as like a good person, then you'll have higher piety, even though you might be secretly a Satanist, devouring your children for immortality and stuff like that. Like it's yeah,
it's
you have your
title
own
for
you have your own uh like piety points for Lucifer's own whatever it's called. I can't remember what it's called. Dark power. That's it. That accumulates over time when you're in the organization. Anyways, look at England. Crazy, huh?
uh,
Norway kept Cornwall and Jorvik. I'm gonna.
oh,
Yeah, I know it looks pretty bad, doesn't it? It's pretty gory. I'm gonna fix that. I'll fix that for you. It's all good. So I'm gonna assign this title and give this guy the title of Bamberg. Congratulations. And now we're gonna go and invade England. We're gonna unite the British Isles. All right. So this isn't the proper game because obviously, like, playing as the Holy Roman Empire is extremely overpowered. But I would be very interested in seeing like if we could get like a proper session going with a theme. It's usually pretty fun to play as the Byzantine Empire because you can reform the Roman Empire as the Byzantines. So that could be like a long-term goal.
It's come up with it again, saying he's been fighting with them.
Oh fuck. Oh, I lost so many troops there. Oh no. Oh no, it's fine, it's all good. Fucking. Oh, did I tell you about lifestyle choices? I don't think I did. Um, go to your characters, your character screen. Are you guys looking at your characters? So I'll just I'll highlight the button here. I'll put it in chat. So you see the top middle button? So if you click on that, you can pick it's like a I don't know how to put it. Yeah, it's just a focus. You can improve your skills by picking um
Pick
by
a
picking
focus.
those.
I went for gold first.
Yeah. It's a good way to control your character. Oh fuck. Yeah, we are losing this war. I don't know how I fucked it up so bad. Oh, I'm just gonna try and get people to vote for my daughter. Oh, I can't even. Yeah, I might not be the emperor for very long. Oh, I keep forgetting I could actually hire mercenaries. Yeah, England's fucked. That's another thing I didn't tell you guys about. So if you look at the right of your armies, there's a thing called morale. Essentially, if you fight battles without like recharging your morale, your armies are going to be fighting it like weakened at a weakened state. Let's have a look. So 43%. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Oh, the Duke of Normandy is now my prisoner. I think that's one of his relatives. I am now in debt to, I think, the Duke of Bohemia. Because I had a stroke or something like that. And he saved me somehow. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, the game's bugging out.
Oh, great. Oh, fuck that. That girl I shagged earlier is pregnant, so
Nah, it's all good. Okay, I just need to pause right now. I don't know what's going on with my boat.
I've been allowed to join the Sages.
Nice. Nice, you've done it. Congratulations, you're now a real man. Pause. Who is this guy? Oh, my vassal. Put him in prison.
Oh my! Oh, this. The
Do you guys want some titles? I'll give you some titles
yeah.
if you vote for me in the election. So I just imprisoned this guy for being a Satanist. What? Hold on. What the fuck? Title revocation. Oh, I need this. I see. I see. So, council considerations. We're gonna set ourselves a steward. And they're fine with title, revoking titles, so we're just gonna bam, bam, bam.
Oh.
Alright, I'm gonna pause it again, because I'm gonna take this, revoke this guy's titles. I'll just revoke the one title, because I can't revoke his titles without becoming a tyrant. So...
Legitimize the daughter I had with that girl. Good times.
Congratulations, you are now the Duke of Franche-Comté.
Nice. Oh, nice. That's where it is.
Yeah, it's near France. It literally means French county, I think. Though it's a duchy in the game, so I don't know.
I will name you pretender Count Guillaume of Varese as the true ruler of French Comté. As recognised myself now, the nobles
Oh, they're
relinquish
trying
title, there will
to
be war.
they're trying to take the title off of you. I would say declare war, fight them.
I will not be blackmailed.
So this is a good time to use your military. So are you raising your
Right,
armies?
what did I do? I don't know. How did I do that?
So you go into your army levies and you.
Where's that?
So F6.
F6. Okay. Vassals.
So you go into army levies. It's at the top,
Uh-huh.
and then you raise your levies.
How many?
All of them.
Raise vassal levies.
Yep. Wait, are you only able to raise 470 troops? Okay, well that's all right. I'll give you some money. I'll give you some money because you need it. So what I would advise you do, right? You getting my money?
I can't close these fast enough.
I've got a lot of money.
Man.
I've got a lot of money. So
Okay,
what I would
okay.
advise you do is you go into mercenaries. You go into mercenaries.
Yeah.
You go hire the cheapest mercenary band that you can get. Go for the Bulgarian band. Don't go for the boat ones. The boat ones they're expensive and they're boats, so you're not gonna get any military troops out of that, obviously. Get the ones that say
There's one at 6.7 gold. All it gives me is like 40 light cavalry though.
That's fine. That's
Uh,
fine. Just anything to boost your numbers. Your crown land,
mm,
your heir is celibate. Yeah, I know. I know.
I can't access.
But did you hire the mercenary?
Bulgarian bands.
Bulgarian band. Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
cheapest one that I could find.
yeah.
And then so you press yeah, so you do the you get all your guys together. You can whatever, what do you call it? Yeah, just bring them together, press G. That should merge your armies.
No, G changes the terrain to
No,
something.
okay. So you need to be in the army mode, and you need to grab all of your armies. You just have them all
Where
highlighted
am I?
together.
Where am I? Military.
No.
How does?
On the actual map. So what you do is like you do the thing when you want to you want to grab multiple items or like when you're on desktop and you want
Right.
to get the click on different
Oh, right.
icons.
Okay. I've got
Yeah.
2039.
So you just press G and that merges all the armies together. Is Sam still here?
I may have to
Yeah, I'm messing
terrible.
around with a whole lot of stuff. I'm
Yeah.
just quietly messing around, hoping I'm not screwing everything.
Yeah, no, it's all good. No, well, you're probably not going to screw it up. I told you to pick small, like, vassals for a reason, because usually you don't have to deal with too much.
Keep getting small things. I'm apparently going on an excursion with different people right now to get food or something.
Army
Oh,
of
nice.
Captain Cosma.
Trying to do good things for the little kingdom little
How
thing I've been entrusted
how
with.
how'd I get them over to here though?
People like me more now.
You don't have any other armies that I can see on you. I think you've got all of your armies on you right now, so I think the best thing to do is to try just select the army and move them towards the enemy. But
How to
actually,
do that?
I'd probably wait. If you look at your bar on the right, you see it's like red.
Yeah.
It essentially means that your troops haven't finished organizing, so you probably want to wait a bit before you start engaging the enemy.
Oh, right. Okay.
Alright, I'll unpause the game now. Because I want to finish this war with England. So when we play like a mega campaign or whatever, if we get around to doing that, I'm gonna probably play as like a really weak nation, and you guys will be playing as like big powers. And I'd pretty much be in competition with you guys. Alright, so I'm gonna pause the game. Yeah, have a look at England.
Oh,
It's now the Holy Roman Empire.
nice.
Alright, so I'm gonna disband all my troops. Actually, I won't do that because I've got a rebellion going on somewhere here. So you'll notice there's a rebellion on my eastern border. I think mainly because I haven't converted these pagans to Catholicism, so they're fighting back against my rule. So I'm gonna have to do something about this. Was that one of you guys? Oh, that was Brandenburg. Okay, no, they fucked that up.
Oh wait, the bar's fully green. How do I move my troops over then?
Where's that again? Oh yeah, yeah, you're fully
How do I
green,
move?
so you can move your troops. So essentially, you just left click on the troops and then move them with right click. It's just like any other RTS game.
Siege of Dole defeat. Fuck. Wait, was that me?
No, it's fine, it's fine. If they siege down some of your stuff, it's all good. You just have to beat their armies. Or
Oh
see,
no, no, it probably wasn't me because my army's still moving over.
actually, the thing to do would be to outsiege them. I think usually, because if you have more land than they do, then yeah. But yeah, fighting battles is also pretty good. Just any way to get uh points is
Victory! Hey!
valid way to win the war.
I'll sell the Lucas and my prisoner. Nice.
Oh, I'm about to assassinate the King of France.
Wait, is that the war over? Or like what's going on here? Oh no, I think they're besieging that castle.
Alright, let's see how we're gonna do this. We're gonna go declare war on... Oh, I've got a non-aggression pact with Hungary. Oh, that explains it. I might have to assassinate them then. Look at France now. Look at their king. He's 0 years old.
Oh.
Cause the previous king fell off a roof by accident for reasons.
Nice.
Yeah, it's really easy to play as the Holy Roman Empire. It's cause just I mean especially if you know how to play the game like I do. It's just
Excuse you, my wife is pregnant, but I was away in an expedition. Off with her head. Off with her head. I'm having her thrown
Killer.
into the dungeon.
Yeah.
Where is she? Where is she? Die, bitch.
Wait,
Die.
hold on. Did you win that?
You and your bastard son can die.
Or is that another revolt?
I was not swaying her, and she is pregnant after I went to an expedition.
Yeah, killer.
I'm having her excommunicated, I think.
Oh, okay.
Wait, my children might hate me. My children might hate me. Wait, I gotta
Yeah.
think about this.
That's fine. Fuck your children.
I'm not taking care
Who
of the
gives a
bastard
shit?
child. I'm a single.
Excommunicate your wife.
No, I haven't. I'm thinking about it. Wait, I have another thing going on. There's so much stuff going on in my house right now. It's ridiculous.
Hey, somebody's actually. Wait a minute. Ah, he's trying to besiege my He's besieging my castle, that asshole.
Peasant revolt for Brandenburg. No, I see. That was me.
Why is time going away so fast? Too many things going on in my house. Oh god, time is too fast.
I'll turn it down.
I have a daughter, but she's illegitimate. She's not mine.
Yeah.
What do I do?
Murder her.
It's asking me to name her.
Name her the
I named her Dowdy.
bastard.
I named her Dowdy because I doubt she's mine.
Yeah, yeah.
I now have 4 children. What is going on?
Kingdom
I'm
of France has
glad
formed the Duchy of Berry.
I have stopped using the dick. The dick is overpowered.
Yeah, yeah.
Too many. My wife is gonna die. It's medieval times. She's had 4 children.
Oh, there's a.
How is she still alive?
I'll just explain. So there's a disease happening in North Germany. Smallpox. So be careful. You might get smallpox.
Oh God, how do I protect my? Where's the
Okay,
medic?
so if you go into
How did I lose that duel? Fuck off, man.
if you go into wait, you won that. I believe you won that.
Oh, I died.
Oh, you died. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh, your daughter is now. You're playing as your daughter now.
Yeah.
Okay, so I should point out you want a matrilineal marriage because otherwise you're going to lose the game.
Right.
Essentially, anyone who marries into your family will be of your dynasty rather than the male dynasty. What was I saying? Oh yes, if you want to protect yourself from smallpox, so if you go into F7 in the intrigue page, and you look in your decisions, you can see shut the gates.
Oh, mine says shut apparently.
Oh, you're already shut.
Yeah.
You shut without realizing it.
For a while. I've kept them shut for a while. I am also composing a book.
If it's green
and I have recorded a court decision, so I guess I took 3 good choices.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so I already did that earlier. I was messing around with stuff. I'm like, oh, these 3 things sound good. I don't think I'm ready to invite the holy man to my court. I am not that rich, I think. I'm not inviting anybody right now because of the whole toxic. So let's not invite anybody. Let's see. What's going on in my house again? Oh, one of my sons is 15. I should start looking into marriage. See what my children think of me. 15, that's good. Positive 6, good. Positive 56, amazing. Harry loves me. My child, the chosen one, loves me. Which is why I named him Harry. I feel bad for Dowdy because Dowdy is my only daughter and I've named her Dowdy. But I had to because I have this strong feeling that she is not mine.
Yeah, yeah.
And there are no DNA tests, so
Yeah, there was a moment in one of my games where I got like my empire got really big, and I was like bordering a lot of like sub-Saharan African nations, and I noticed like one of my vassals, one of their kids turned out black, and he was still like seen as a legitimate heir, but he obviously, yeah,
Um,
but like the parents are white.
I want to see if my child looks any different. She doesn't look any different to my other children. So maybe she got pregnant after,
Oh
like before I stopped bullying
shit!
her.
What happened? Did my guy die? Oh, I'm gonna have to pause. I don't know what happened here.
Which area potential skills and tower that will drop everything in your landscape.
Oh,
Oh,
something bad happened.
good. Try that. Don't know how good. 38 gold, that's fine.
Oh, good. I think I might get a male heir now. Hopefully, someone I can elect to a position of power.
Oh my god, I failed one of my children. My son, he's 16 and he's apparently not educated. What? I kept doing things for him. Oh my gosh. What was I supposed to do for my son?
Actually, I didn't explain that. Obviously, this is your first game, so but what you can do is set. So if you look at your children, if you right click on
He kept
your
saying like set an educator or something there, but I supposedly I was educating him, so
oh
every time
right.
something popped up,
Oh,
I just paid attention
so
to
that
it.
means you're an awful you're an awful teacher. Is essentially what the game is getting at. Your character doesn't have high enough traits essentially for your child to get. I'm just trying to look for your character. So you are Gerhard of Ulick. Are you trying to assassinate someone? Alright, let's see. So he is an indulgent weasel. Okay, so I see what happened here. So you tried to give him a stewardship education trait, and you tutored him with yourself. You are a martial character, so generally if you want to teach your child to be of a certain type of trait, so like if you want a stewardship heir, then you want to
My
get a
son is the worst person ever. My son is so angry and
he's
vicious,
angry,
very
ambitious, and
cynical.
cynical.
Oh God.
So he's irreligious as
Other
well,
children
and
always
very
think
angry.
I am. My second son might have hope.
What was I saying? So if you wanted a good stewardship heir, you wanted to give him a good stewardship teacher. So you're probably the worst kind of teacher for him, for the kind of skills that you wanted to teach him. Oh, that's another thing, actually. I'm not sure if I told you how to do this, but if you look at your children, you can give them education traits. I don't think you've done that for your children. Do you know how to do that?
Wait, I'm reading something. I should
Oh,
probably
okay.
restrict his marriage for now. He's an adult now, and I don't want him to just marry anybody.
Tell me when you're ready, because this is actually kind of important stuff
Okay,
to know.
tell me now.
Okay, so if you I'll get you a picture of what you're supposed to be looking at. So the symbol in the middle there, the bottom middle, with the person with the arrows. If you click on that on your child's character sheet,
The children don't have that. They don't have that ability.
they should have that. My
They don't.
children have that when I
Yeah, my children don't.
uh
Um, Oh! It's in a wrong. It's in a different place for me. That's why.
I can. That's probably why, because I'm using a mod. That's
I
my
have a
fault.
choose a focus button for them, but it's in a completely different place for them.
Yes. So you wanna pick those focus. I think. So the strategy, at least from what I remember,
Choose a
the
focus.
meta for education was you want to pick the education traits at the age of 12. The education traits that they get from age 6 to 12 is fairly random, but from 12 to 16, once the education traits have been determined, it's fairly easy to pick a really good um, uh, education trait from 12 to 16. You know what I mean? It's complicated, but essentially just TLDR. Uh, when your child reaches the age of 12, pick their education traits based on their learning traits, the traits that they've already
So
got.
I'm just gonna pay attention to that and change it a bit a couple of times so that they're more
I'm
rounded.
gonna I'm gonna need to go because I'm gonna need to go to bed.
Oh yeah, no, of course. We'll play this whenever in the future. We thought it was
Yeah,
Yeah, no
alright,
problem.
right?
I'm gonna go have dinner too. It's about to be 8.
Um,
To eat something.
wait, does saving quit or
No, it's all good. We can just
how
play
do we save?
we can play another game. I'll save it if you wanna play this in the future, but I think it's probably better if we start a new game when the others come and play with us. If we can
Yeah.
get them to
Right, I'll see you
play.
later.
Alright, see ya.
Server was lost. Game will end. Okay. Okay. So. Okay. How do I quit this? Quit to menu.
Yeah, but it's good. You kind of get it. It's like Sims, but in the medieval era.
It's ridiculous. It's absolutely
It's
ridiculous.
it's pretty
That's what
great.
it is.
Yeah.
So much to do. Like,
There is
oh
so
god.
much choice. I know it's crazy, but that's why it's so good. That's why it's one of
Time
the
was
better.
flying and I had like 5 pop-ups at the same time and it was so hard to just
Oh
read
yeah, no,
everything
I think
before it
next
disappeared.
time, because I didn't realize that it would be a bit difficult because I'm used to all the events, so I know I can pretty much like click through the events. Like it'll take me like a second to go,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, click that, click that, click that. But
Well, I'm gonna go have dinner now.
yeah, next time I'm gonna
My
play
back hurts.
at a slower speed so you guys can keep up.
I kept trying to slow it down, but it wouldn't let me.
Oh no, that was my fault. I didn't. Yeah, but whatever. It was the first game, so obviously like next time it won't be so like difficult to catch up
Yeah.
because I've learnt those lessons. I know how. Yeah. But next time I'm gonna try and come up with a theme to see if like we'll all be like vassals of the Byzantine Empire or the Holy Roman Empire or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That makes sense. I mean, definitely need that slower time. Thing was going at fucking Mach 5 and I'm trying to
Yeah.
do these tasks.
I'll just point out the reason why I mentioned the Holy
My
Roman
children
Empire.
are growing so fast.
I mentioned the Holy Roman Empire because there's an election mechanic with the Holy Roman Empire, so we can elect who we want to be the emperor amongst
Yeah.
ourselves.
Also, I should have thrown that woman away
Yeah, you should
before
have
she gave
divorced
birth, and I didn't. And then she
or
gave birth, and I had
or
a daughter.
excommunicated. Yeah.
But
Denounce
then
the
I
child as a
didn't
demon
want my
baby.
sons to hate me. I didn't want my other children to hate me. I already had 3 sons, so
Nah, I don't think it really matters what they think of you. Though they may try and kill you in the future. That is a possibility.
I
If
did gain their favor. Like I did make them like me. I sent them gifts. I paid attention to them during their childhood. But then they turned out. The
some
first one turned out so spoiled and horrible because of that.
sometimes it's never enough. And sometimes it's too
All
much.
right, let me go have dinner. See you
All
around.
right, so
That
yeah.
was fun.
Yeah, it was good.